したら落ちてくガラスの迷路ひび割れた声まだ消えないまま封じた記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られたスターに君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命に鼓動が刺さる笑うシステム感情を狂う震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の手が確かにここにある忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく挟むく影抱きしめながら傷ついても夢を離すな一つ操られた未来君と一緒に飛び越えて交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole. And it is a rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, bring it in. Listen, come on, listen. Guys. It's crazy out there, man. Holy shit, boys. It's unbelievable what's going on. I'm looking at all these studios, and it seems like half of them are melting down, trying to essentially attack Microsoft and Xbox for pulling the plug on them. And the other half is basically trying to convince everybody else that they're somehow going to be okay. I really don't know. I don't know at this point. It's an interesting dynamic going on right now. But guys, bring it in here. We got to hug it out, man. Listen, we got to hug it out. We got a lot we got to talk about today. There's a lot of things we got to go over, ladies and gentlemen. So get in here. Come on, let's hug it out. Don't be weird about it. All right, don't be weird about it. Don't be like the people over at Griffcast. My Griffcast streams have been completely co-opted by people that play way too many Voodoo games. It's true. It's completely true. They play way too many Voodoo games. Way too many, boys. It's getting insane over there. Sincerely, guys, if you're watching over on YouTube, like the stream. Do it now. If you guys are watching over on Rumble, like the stream. Why was that delayed? Come on, crowd. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, that's impossible, and you probably play foodie games. Let's be real. You don't. I can't even defend you.
You are gay!
I can't even defend you. Boys, can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? Well, we're checking quite a bit, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a wild last 24 to 48 hours. Guys, PlayStation responded. PlayStation responded. Oh, man. You know what that means, right? That means we're going to do the PlayStation video. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's going to be amazing. Guys, what else are we checking, man? What are we checking today? Magically MJ with the check. Look at that, Magically MJ. How you doing? Welcome in. What else are we checking? Sony Eternally Felt to check? Absolutely. Absolutely. What else are we checking? Scampuses are adorable? Why are we lying? Why are we lying about this? Look at this. Why are we lying? They're not adorable. They're psychopaths. They're not adorable at all. Don't lie here. PlayStation ratio check? Oh my god, dude, it's so bad. We got to check from Marlon. What's going on, Marlon? Guys, it's crazy, bro. It really is. It's like, there's no way that you could be this tone deaf, right? Like, is it possible for a company? I mean, I guess it is, right? For a company, maybe not a singular person, but like for a company. Like, are you really this tone deaf? What's the last time we've seen a company this tone deaf? I think it was Bud Light. I'm not even gonna lie with you. I think it was Bud Light, bro. I'm not even lying. That's gotta be like, we're at Bud Light territory. We have to be at Bud Light territory at this point. There's no other way, right? It might even be more egregious. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, what else are we checking? Take their game, Sony check. What else? PlayStation needs a chill check. What else? We got Hail Gooners and Clankers check. What's up, Hypno check? What's going on, man? Don't fucking touch me check. Almost done with Kingdom Hearts. Nice, Felsteph. Nice. Very nice. All right, guys, listen, ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Come on, boys. Listen, it's a beautiful Tuesday. All right, it's a beautiful Tuesday. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call before we open up the pre-stream legends and let the TTS run wild. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in the chat right now hanging out with us on this glorious, beautiful Tuesday. It's a beautiful Tuesday to be hanging out together with you guys. What are we doing? Who's here right now? Who is here? Let me scroll up, man. Let me scroll up. Who's here? We got Signo in the chats. What's going on, man? Community notes are triple digits. Bro, the community notes are crazy. It's actually insane. They might as well just stop using social media. Seriously. It's crazy. Dylan B, what's going on, man? We got Yamato 85. Shout out to Yamato. How you doing? We got Black Tailgate. What's going on, Black Tailgate? How you doing? Dietrich Conic. We got Soul Reaper 2078. We got Blade 8424. What's going on, dude? Wait, what? Sony is physophobic. LOL. AKA hates physical content.
Holy shit.
I'm going to use that from now on. Oliver Adam, what's going on, man? Power World passed 40 million players worldwide. Players engaged. We got Pokerace. What's going on, dude? Tanya Raven. Shout out to Tanya Raven. Welcome in, man. We got Io, the king of games. What's going on, dude? We got Felsteph here. What's going on, Felsteph? We got Taffy M. Shout out to Taffy M. Mr. Melancholy. Mr. Melancholy, stop avoiding. Do you look at it? Do you see this? Don't fucking touch me, and then he hugs you. Like, he's giving you an angry hug right now. That's legit what he's doing right now. Do you see Mr. Melancholy doing that? A legit angry hug. It's amazing. We got SB88. What's going on, man? Romanizer 24. We got Justin Karanko. What's going on, man? Setsuna Shadow. What's going on, Setsuna? How you doing? Blue Octopus is screaming at the top of her lungs. And then she says she's sleepy. Why are you so sleepy? Stop being so sleepy. Ali Kusanagi's in the chat. What's going on, brother? We got Tinfoil Hatter. We got Voice of the Water. We got Blackie Chan. We got Soul Reaper 2078. We got Sony Lissette's here. Oh, it's Ali Kusanagi's birthday? Hey! Hey, everybody wish Ali Kusanagi a happy birthday, man. Everybody wish right now. Let's get some cake emojis in the chat. Come on, boys. Where's the cake emojis? You guys know the gist, all right? Drop the fucking cake emojis in the chat. Let's go. Where are they? Where are they? I'm starting to see them little by little. We need more. We need more. I'll take a happy birthday as well. But cake emojis are usually what does it. There it is. I saw some champagne in there. Even some cupcakes. Okay, I'll take that. There you go. There you go. There you go. Ali Kusanagi, happy birthday, bro. We got Endekai in the chat. What's going on, Endekai? We got Taffy. What's going on, Taft? We got, let me scroll up, man. The chat's like freaking out on me. I don't know why. It's weird. It's acting strange for some change. We got Guy Kieramon. What's going on, Guy Kieramon? We got This is Sparta 9000. What's going on, Sparta? How you doing? Commander Sonak. What's going on, man? We got Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan. What's going on, man? Gamers who are disgruntled and still buy the digital version of GTA 6, you are the problem. Hello to you too, Jonathan. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Matthew saying hello, please. What's going on, brother? We got Hutzel Bomb. What's going on, Hutzel Bomb? All right, 4 more people. And then we got to get on with the show, boys. We got a lot we got to go over, man. We got to get on with the show. We got Jason Long. We got Pemby. We got Nick Havoc. We got Panthra. We got, let me scroll down. Kiguana. What's going on, Kiguana? We got, let me scroll down. You know what? Ali Kusanagi is going to get a second shout out because he's the birthday boy. Ron DFK is in the chat as well. What's going on, man? PD Panda. Shout out to PD Panda. I am finally able to catch a live stream after a long time. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go, bro. And last but not least, let's call out some people on Rumble, man. We got Crash Collins over on Rumble. Draconic over on Rumble. Democulus over on Rumble. Denariah over on Rumble. We got T-Jab Steve over on Rumble. Who else is here? Viovis is over there on Rumble. Who else? Let me scroll down. Who else is there? Genetic Spore is over there on Rumble. What's going on, dude? Life Ferret is over there on Rumble. And last but not least, we got Raza over there on Rumble. And D33 Rice Raid Fanfix Rumble is over there on Rumble. What's going on, my man? All right, guys, listen. There's more people. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Sinway over on Rumble says, totally love the retro 80s. You gotta fucking love it, bro. Guys, it's time to sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. All right? You guys are amazing 99.9% of the time, but some of you need to go to HR. All right? Some of you need to go to HR. And now, one of your fellow Bigot Army members is going to send you to HR right now. So let's see, who is it going to be? Who is going for the HR meeting, boys? Voice in the Water says no Una Reverse. Sandstorm Shield, Booty Hole Protected today. Today's organism is the Nara, a type of spiny leafless melon for the Namib Desert. The plant's roots can be over 150 feet long to find underground water. The fuck is that, bro? Why did I need to know that? We got Draconic, Guy Kieramon, Dan Shihan, Draconic, Fractal, bro. Fractal! Bro, come on, bro. What is happening? Guys, you're not supposed to want to go to the HR meeting, bro. Are you going to make me change the clip again? Guys, you're supposed to be what? This is crazy, bro. This is honestly insane. What the fuck, man? Fractal, congratulations. You're going to the HR meeting today, buddy.
Please, I beg you, don't do this. I didn't mean it.
Sit your bigot butt down in the chair so we can tell you how racist you are, you disgusting chud.
Congrats, Fractal. Congrats. I'm sure that's going to be an interesting meeting, my man. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got to talk about PlayStation because, guys, they've officially responded. They have officially responded, ladies and gentlemen. PlayStation has responded, and it is exactly what you would expect them. It is exactly what you would expect. PlayStation responded in the most tone-deaf way imaginable. These guys just flat out think that they have you wrapped around their finger. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. And I think today's post, 6 days after they went silent after the first post, pretty much shows that that's what it's going to be. You know, they don't care. So we're going to talk about the video that they posted and the fact that they've been ratioed to oblivion. I mean, it is crazy. Last I checked, it was like 11,000 likes to like 60,000 plus comments. It's actually insane. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Xbox and some of the studios that have announced layoffs a little bit more in depth, like id Software, for example. We got to talk about id Software, the people behind Doom, which ironically they released the DLC today. But yeah, we got to talk about id Software. They fired 50% of their studio. 50%. That's a lot of people. So we got to talk about that as well. And we got to talk about a massive revelation. And when I say massive revelation, I don't really think it's a revelation because we kind of been calling this for a long time, right? We've been saying it forever. I literally say the same thing about Epic Games and Fortnite and how Fortnite subsidizes everything else for Epic Games that fails. Well, now we have a little bit of a massive revelation. And no, I'm not talking about Final Fantasy VII. The revelation is that Xbox's Minecraft was the entire reason why a lot of these studios were able to have the money to essentially fuck up. Minecraft was being used by Xbox to subsidize the smaller studios or the other studios' failures in their projects. It was Minecraft. It was Minecraft all along, which we all kind of knew because, again, we've been saying for the longest time, I know I've been saying for the longest time, is that without subsidization, these people have nothing to stand on. Without subsidization, these people, they really like these video games that they've been putting out that they want to claim are like award-winning massive successes. Bro, it's being subsidized from somewhere. And if it's not government money, then you need to look at the video games that are actually doing well in the company. And one of the ones that are doing extremely well that makes an ungodly amount of money every single year is Minecraft. And that game is the reason why everything else exists within Microsoft, for the most part. For the most part. Not everything. That's a little egregious, but you know what I'm saying. So we're going to talk about that as well because that's a very interesting revelation and something that we talk about quite often. So guys, we got a lot we got to talk about today. I got some other topics as well. Blizzard. I got some Blizzard news we're going to go over too. We got a lot we got to talk about. So let's get into the membership train. And then we're going to unleash the TTS. And God have mercy on our souls. Are we ready for that, boys? Are we excited? Listen, I know it's a Tuesday. It's like a random day, right? Tuesdays are those days where people are like half asleep, half not asleep. You're kind of gooning. You're kind of not gooning. You got one hand on your privates. You really don't know what you're doing. And next thing you know, you pass out. You know what I'm saying? Guys, wake the fuck up, man. Let's go. Membership
Ladies
train.
and gentlemen, all
Can we make it
aboard.
happen?
The membership.
Can we light this up green? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's see.
Lights up, first spark, first flame, name after name, rushing down the frame. Midnight code, Hypnocast alive, every little badge like
Crash Collins gifting a membership over on Rumble. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that.
every ping's a promise.
Tanya Raven dropping 5 memberships during the train. Let's go, Tanya. Thank you so much.
Ride the membership train, let it roll through the night unchained. Every gifted heart, every flashing
Deidre Connick dropping a membership over on YouTube. Thank you, Deidre Connick. Let's go.
side by side, we're breaking the chain. Turn the screen to a burning
Dana Ryer with a membership over on Rumble. Let's go.
remember the
Crash Collins dropped 5 memberships over on Rumble. Holy shit.
membership train.
Holy shit. Wow, that was pretty even. That was pretty even between both sides, man. Shout out to Crash Collins with that 5 memberships over on Rumble, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Holy shit. All right, boys. TTS is going live. Let's figure it out. Let's see what we got, man. I'm a little scared. Man. We'll figure it out. Let's see. See what
More
we got.
PlayStation fuckery. ID Software felt it.
The narrator's talking.
Minecraft backbroken. Is it Monday? Scampus appearance.
No.
Find out on Hypnocast tonight.
No. Stop asking for Scampus. He's not going to appear. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate it. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Let's see. What's the next one? Is DSP struggling right now? Is DSP struggling? DSP is struggling, right? Is that what's happening?
No more diving down rabbit holes. That's gross, Sina.
That's gross sign of what? Thank you for the 5, Tanya. I appreciate that. Thank you. DSP struggles. I don't know why. Oh, fuck. Why can't this guy struggle? Why can't this guy... Why can't Chewy... Why can't it be you?
Happy second Monday.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Monday? Monday? Why are you saying Monday like that? What the fuck is a Mendy? What the fuck was that? Why would you say it like that? Yo, the TTS is retarded sometimes. What the hell is a Mendy? It said, oh, Mandy. What the fuck? It's not like it's singing about Mandy. Oh, this shit's retarded, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think GDR broke the TTS, bro. GDR broke the TTS. I think it's over. I think it's over. Yeah, it's over. GDR broke it, man. That was it. Struggling. Struggle busing.
Tizian Knows celebrates 4 months of membership.
I'll read yours,
Reading
GDR.
The
Give me a
Last
second.
Ronin, PlayStation is so tone deaf.
Yes. Yes, it is. PlayStation is very tone deaf. Tizzy, thank you
Who
for 4
is going
months.
to have this Bigfoot-looking creature?
Oh, my God. Tanya, just because it's 20 doesn't make it any better with Chewy. This is crazy, bro. Chewy, stop. Stop.
Happy birthday.
Oh my
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Okay.
birthday.
You know,
happy birthday to you.
we were fine with just the emojis.
Congratulations
Dark, thank
on
you
your
for the
67th birthday, old man Cadmew Ha.
Oh, he's old. He's old. Tanya
Hypno
Raven,
and
thank you for the
Wizard,
5.
KISSING in a tree.
No, we were not. No, we were not. Thank you for the 5. But we were not. What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck are we doing today? What are we doing today? What are we doing? What are we doing today? Tanya, thank you for the 5 and thank you for the 20 earlier. I appreciate that. What the fuck are we doing today? Jesus Christ, man. Listen, boys, Tanya dropped a 5 membership. Gaming Isn't Dead says, what is going on right now? You're scaring the new people. We got a lot of new people on the channel, man. Listen, guys, we got a lot of new people on the channel. All right, we ended up...
I can't believe you turned 290 today.
Bro, Obama, where did you come from? Where did you come from, Obama? Relax yourself. Thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate it. 290 though? Bro, come on. Come on, relax, man. Guys, listen. Can I celebrate something real quick? Listen, so you guys know I don't really release dedicated videos anymore. I just cuz I need all the time I could get in today's world. So I release like the best topics I can to get the news out there to people that don't watch live streams. And one of my videos that I released on PlayStation like 3 days ago ended up blowing up, bro. Like that video right now is at like I think 100 and almost 120,000 views, guys. Crazy, man.
You enjoyed the TTS last night when I mentioned Cass being extra drippy from my meat.
Oh my God. No, I did not. No, I literally did not. I literally did not. But thank you, GDR, for the 5. I appreciate it. I got to read your other one. Yeah, so that video has like 120,000 views. And the last one, the last few videos are like, 10 to 20,000 views. So thank you guys. I appreciate
Hypno. It's your birthday. Sounds like I need to give you the gift that keeps on giving.
No, you don't.
Come
You
here,
really
big
don't.
boy.
No, you really don't have to.
Wahahaha.
You really didn't have to do that. You're actually scaring the new people. Gaming Isn't Dead. It says I am getting scared now. You're scaring him. You're scaring him. Stop scaring the new people, man. The new people to the stream anyway. Fuck. Thank you for the 5. GDR, this one didn't go through. You must have said something bad. Let's see. GDR says the one who has a lightsaber battle and strokes his meat over my hot dog. Gee, I wonder why the TTS didn't read that. I wonder why the TTS did not read that. I loathe the censorship in your supers. It's not me. It's YouTube. Stop yelling at me over that. I can't control it. God damn. Oh my god. Sonia. Sana? Sana? Sana.
Happy 21st birthday, Sonia. Let's get drunk. Muahaha.
Oh my god. Sonia? Sana? Sana? Sonia, you gonna get drunk with DSP? Oh no. Are you good? Do you need help? She needs help, boys. She needs help. All right, listen, that's all the supers over on YouTube. Obviously, as they come in, it'll get read. Let's go over to Rumble really quick. Rumble's dropping some bangers today as well. Oh, wait, before we do that, hold on, wait. Tanya Raven, she dropped 5 memberships at the beginning of the stream. Boys, that's the first membership banger of the stream.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
And you already know what that means. Let's go.
走り出そう鳥に羽かけた吹くから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Let's go. If the TTS did not scare off the new people, Kiryu probably did. Kiryu probably did. Let's be real, boys. Let's be real. All right, listen, guys, real GDR, he's doing it again. Oh fuck, here we go. I'm scared. Tanya, thank you for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that very much. We got to thank the people who dropped memberships during the train. Tanya dropped another 5 memberships. Let's fucking go.
More memberships! More memberships!
Guys, there's people in the chat that legit think it's my birthday, bro. Guys, it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. There's people literally like, oh, it's your birthday? I didn't know, man. Happy birthday. I feel bad. It's not my birthday, guys. Tanya, thank you for the 5 memberships. DJ Connor, thank you for the membership. I appreciate that. And then Angmar dropping 5 memberships like a boss. Look at this guy.
Memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Angmar. Thank you for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to you, my man. And GDR says something naughty again. It's not reading it. When you uwu, I get this tingle sensation where I become engorged. It makes the world... Yo, engorged is such a nasty word. Seriously, it's such a nasty word. It's like up there in like... It's up there in the rankings with moist. You know? Like, I feel like if you use the word engorged or use the word moist, like, you just immediately become flaccid, right? It's just like, it's absolutely disgusting. It's a disgusting word. There is nothing enticing or nothing, like, interesting about those 2 words. Seriously. It's fucking, it's terrible. Like, if you wanna flat out just, like, turn someone off, just be like, yeah, I'm so engorged. Like, what the fuck is GDR, man? What the hell was that? What was that? Use what? What? What is this? Char, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm engorged. I'm so engorged today. Hey, listen, Crash Collins, thank you for the membership over on Rumble. And great news, guys. Crash Collins donated $1, and he said, Tess fucking rant, because this man's been banned for like a month or something from super chatting on Rumble.
Happy birthday, Hypno. How does it feel to be 89 today? Zeroist.
89.
Sniff, sniff.
89, really? Really? All right, thank you, man. I appreciate you calling me old. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Trey Burkhalter. Crash Collins gifted that $1, which means it seems like he's not banned anymore. Or maybe he can only do $1. I don't know. But regardless, it seems like he's not banned. That's awesome. Shout out to Crash Collins. Deaderier with another membership. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. And then Crash Collins gifted 5 memberships over on Rumble. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
More membership!
Shout out to Crash Collins. Thank you for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that, my man. Holding it down over on Rumble. All you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then GDR says something naughty again. It won't let me use the M word. Engorged is what I am. This TTS is the worst. And this will be my last until you fix it. There's no fixing it. There's no fixing it. There's literally nothing I'm going to be able to do that's going to allow you to talk about how much cum that you have in your balls. There's nothing that I could do that's going to fix that. So you either got a super censor or you can't. I don't know. There's like nothing I could do about that. But thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. Jesus Christ, man. All right, listen. Boys, we got gifted games, and then we're going to get into the content, man. Sound clip that? What the fuck is this? What? 300 years old? And Fuda games. Wow, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Chu. Appreciate that. Lady Time Wasp. What?
Nah, make him say, off. Nah.
The fuck is wrong with you guys? You need to come to the front. You need to come to the front of the congregation. That's it. No, it's over. It's over. Come to the front of the congregation because, like, what the fuck was that? What was that? Seriously. Let me go to something normal. Lady Time was becoming a member all on her own.
I will engage the dark cave if you don't fix it.
Bro, he literally just said, I will engage the dark cave if you don't fix it. And then you wonder why it stops your supers. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Lady Time was became a member all on her own. Thank you. Lady Time was. I appreciate that very, very much. Shout out. Shout out. My TTS is shit. My TTS is amazing. All right? It's amazing. Stop being a hater. Boys, we're caught up everywhere. Let's go to gifted games. And then we're going to get into the content. All right? And because you guys were going all Fuda crazy, I have officially disabled notifications on Steam, you sons of bitches. Because I can't have you interrupting segments with fucking Fuda ding, 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 ding notifications. So I'll check it after every segment. Or if somebody tells me they gifted a game, I'll check. But I had to disable it, you crazy bastards. Speaking of, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Angmar. Here you go, man. So you can have Hypnocast with Leon. A Tale of Two Lovers. You gay as fuck, boy. Why you... it won't let me decline it. There you go. Why you do this? Why you do this? That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Finally, something normal. Something normal. Finally, let's go. Bear Steak said, since you gave some gifts to people, here's a gift for you. Oh, that reminds me, guys. We got there's like 4 people left. There's 4 people left that haven't gotten their games yet. So we've gifted the games as promised to pretty much everybody else. We're trying to get to the last 4 people and then we're done. So the giveaway was another massive success. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. It was awesome and shout out to all the people.
Off. Nah.
So you say my TTS sucks, and in order for me to realize it sucks, you decide to double down? You decide to double down on the same thing? Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. GDR, thank you for the 5 again. What the fuck's going on? Listen, Bear Steak, bro, thank you. You did not have to do that. You did not have to do that, man. I appreciate that. The gifts were for everybody as a means to give back to people. But dude, oh man, excuse me, I appreciate that. I almost coughed. You almost made me cough. It's the cough of my feelings being touched. Bear steak, man. Holy shit. Thank you, man. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thiev. I don't know how to say that word. I always say
Nah,
thief,
man,
but then
that
I'm always
game
wrong.
goes to Fake Wizard and Hypno. Those two have a thing together. They had a marriage on Saturday. Is it all
The
right,
fuck is
Chewie?
this? What the fuck is this? He was not the best man because there was no
Did you
wedding.
ever watch the
Bro.
demo video for Woman Simulator on Steam?
Yes, I did ages ago when it was first announced. I watched the trailer for Woman Simulator. Yes, I did. I 100% did. Thank you, Mitchell. Appreciate the 5. Adair, the hell is this, bro? Thank you for the 10. Thief? I don't know. Anyway, Bear Stave, thank you, man. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thief. I appreciated that. Oh, shit. Deluxe Edition 2? Bro, my guy, man. You did not have to do that. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you, bro. That's really nice of you. Shout out to Bear Steak, man. Holy shit. Very, very nice of you, dude. God damn. I appreciate that. All right. Boys, Bricked. When does that drop? Soon. Guys, like I said, if anybody gives any game or anything, just like tag me in the chat, let me know. Or tag the mods to tag me and let me know because I'm not gonna hear notifications, unfortunately, anymore. All right. I think we're fully caught up. Let me just double check Rumble really quick, and then we're gonna get into it, man. You guys ready? We got a lot we gotta go over today. There's a lot that we gotta go over today, boys. Are you ready for this? Like the stream, number 1. Number 2, thank you again for watching the videos. And number 3, again, the giveaway is nearly complete. 4 more people, and then that's it. And everybody will get their games.
Giving me the scratchies.
What?
And I know I got it from you.
What?
Because everyone else's is just fine.
What?
And I got Smash last night for his Nintendo defense.
Oh my god, bro. What is this?
You need to go on the
GDR, thank you for the 10.
Pro show soon. Wiz's bud.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Real GDR, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. Pokey Pro Place. Nice name. 199. I actually got invited to WDW Pro a while ago, but the problem is that the schedules just don't align. They don't align. That's the issue. Because I'm literally like, if I'm not on YouTube, I'm out IRL busy as fuck. And that's why my streams are so strict with their time, because I'm only allotted a certain amount of time that I can actually do my YouTube stuff. So that's the issue. Otherwise, yeah, I would have loved to go on. But, you know, if something frees up, I definitely will see if I could go back on again or whatever, but as of right now, I just can't do it. I can't commit to it. I can't commit to anybody's stream right now. Even Amarada, Sheep's wife, invited me to her stream, and I wanted to go. I don't have the time. I literally don't have the time, unfortunately. But you know, one day I will. One day I will. Just right now, it's super fucking busy, super busy, unfortunately. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you for the 189, man. Sincerely, thank you. Signal says, wait, you don't do YouTube full time? Signal, I do a lot of things. Okay? I do a lot of things. I'm a very busy person. Man. YouTube, yes, I do. Technically, yes, I do YouTube full time, yes. But I also do other things full time too. So, full time, boys. Full time everywhere. Hispanic men never stop. We're always grinding until we're dead. That's how it is, boys. All right, like the stream. Like the stream. Guys, we got to get into the content, man. We got to get into the content. Let's make it happen, boys. Let me X out of this really quick, and let's get it going. He said yards, constructions, and dishwashing. Stop it. Stop. Listen, ain't no fucking dishwashing here, all right? You may have me at lawn mowing, all right? You may have me there. You definitely may have me there. You may have me at lawn mowing, all right? You may even have me in a little bit of construction, all right? But you're not having me at dishwashing.
Time with Wizard as well.
Oh, stop it! Stop it with the peaceful time with Wizard. It's gay. That's gay. Stop it. Appreciate that. All right, boys. Listen, we got a lot we got to get into. All right. We got a lot we got to get into. Let's get into it. Let's make it happen, boys. Let's have a good time. Like the stream. And
Hypno does a mowing lawns, farm hand, roofing, taco stand, room cleaning, etc.
Wow. Wow. So because I'm Hispanic, I'm immediately owning a cleaning company? Brother, really? What do I got? Like 20 abuelas working for me? Come on, man. What is this? What is this, Trump? It's crazy.
My new game is starring my wife for you cozy gamers.
What?
Even has a birthing simulator. It'll
what?
be some of you Nick AHS first time seeing Punani.
Some of you what? Some of you what? Wow. Tara, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that. Holy shit, man. This is insane. This is insane. I don't know what's happening today, boys. Guys, we got to talk about PlayStation. Let me pause the TTS. What? When he isn't stinking at the Yu-Gi-Oh battle? What? You serious? GDR, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Crazy bastard. Let me check Rumble really quick. One last check. And we are good, boys. All right, I'm pausing the TTS. That's enough of a felting. You guys can leave your supers and it'll be read after the segment, boys. Let's get into the content. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Guys, we got to talk about PlayStation. I know. You're probably in the comment section right now like, oh my God, all you do is talk about PlayStation. Oh my God, can't you just talk about something else? Oh my God, why is it got to be PlayStation all the time? Oh my God, shut up. Shut up. We're going to talk about PlayStation yet again, boys. All right? And in this particular segment, we're going to talk about how PlayStation has decided that after being silent for 6 days, which is a long time, by the way, 6 days, all right? They decided to release a post on their social media that, by the way, everybody's talking about, not just me. Everybody's talking about this. So what did PlayStation decide to do? They decided that after 6 days of getting nothing but backlash and becoming the #1 viewed tweet, bigger than Grand Theft Auto, more backlash than anything we've ever seen in the last couple of years, PlayStation decided to do what PlayStation always does, and they decided to ignore it. They decided to ignore it. They decided to flat out say, you know what? We think that you guys don't mean a damn thing. We think that you guys won't do a single thing. And it doesn't matter how many people we lose, because ultimately, at the end of the day, we care about controlling as many people as possible more than keeping as many people as possible. That's literally what they're doing right now. So here's what they decided to do. This is what they posted. I'm not making it up. This is what they posted. PlayStation said, switch out lever gates with ease on the FlexStrike wireless fight stick. I'm not even kidding. PlayStation social media decided that it was in their best interest, with all the backlash surrounding them right now, to promote a brand new product, or a product that we've seen before that they want more people to buy. But regardless, they were like, hey, instead of responding to people and instead of trying to make people understand our standpoint, they were like, yeah, you know what? Buy this, because we know you little peasants are gonna buy this, right? They decided to put this out there. It's actually extremely amazing. The arrogance of this company knows no bounds, and it truthfully is just incredible to watch. So we're gonna check out this ad and see, if there's anything new. It might be something new. Let's see. This is what they want to show you, right? So let's see what's going on.
What we brought to this product was a toolless system to remove and insert the lever gate. It's really simple to remove. You put your finger in on one side and pull it out. And then when you want to place one in, you just drop it in and push down so it press fits in.
Usually those are parts that you have to buy separately and source separately for yourselves and kind of experience on your own.
Wow. Notice how where is hold on. Wait. Where is the play has no limits? Whoa, where is the play has no limits? Normally they show play has no limits. That's their slogan. Where is the play has no limits? Oh, snap. Did they take that away? There's no way, right? There's no way. They're gonna come back with it. They have to come back with it. There's no way that there's no way they're gonna give that to people. With the play has limits, bro. There's no way that that's gonna be a thing. I don't know. I think it's gonna come back. This might be like an oversight. They might have taken it out for this particular advertisement because they don't want people to like troll them or something. But listen, realistically, it doesn't matter, okay? Let me refresh this really quick so we can see exactly what's going on. Boys, this post, as of literally right now, has 20.7 million views. 20.7 million views. It's got 10,000 likes, 16,000 reposts, and 60,000 comments. 60. This ratio is unbelievable. Wow. That's actually amazing. Now, listen, realistically, this ratio, while it is funny, we do have to sit down and understand that it has to come down to like, it has to come down to really, is something going to happen or not? That's really what it is. Like, everybody was waiting for them to respond. Everybody thought they were going to respond. And then come to find out, they're not actually responding whatsoever. They're completely ignoring all of it. People are just like, the comments are destroying them. If we were to go through all of these comments, you're going to realize that most people are not on their side, right? Even Domino's Pizza UK is in the replies. Did somebody order a digital pizza? Bro, you need to pack your bags up if you're getting fucking destroyed by a pizza company on social media. How is this even a thing? Look at this. This is fine with the fighter stick in his hand. Like, bro, in all seriousness, people are pissed, right? People are pissed. And to be quite honest with you, they have obviously every reason to be pissed. And wherever the blame may lie for you or whatever you may feel, regarding this, like I said many times before in my last segments about PlayStation, realistically, this comes down to whether or not anything's going to happen from this. And PlayStation has been actively trying to hide this. Look, let me show you something. So PlayStation, on this post that they have, this brand new post with the fighter stick, they have an insane amount of community notes already waiting to go. There's no way that PlayStation's going to be able to breathe on this platform. There's no way that they're going to be able to breathe on this platform without people community noting them. It's impossible, right? Pirate Nation says PlayStation has finally posted after the announcement of the end of physical discs. The post already has over 30,000 negative comments. It's double that now. It's double that. And multiple community notes are on their way. PlayStation clearly didn't expect this level of backlash. Look at this, man. He took a video of this. Let me just, I'm going to pause the video so we can see exactly how many posts there are, right? So let's check this out. First and foremost, important information on consumer rights. This is a community note. Sony is currently attempting to establish a digital monopoly by eliminating physical media and, as a result, free competition in the distribution of PlayStation video games, providing users with non-transferable, revocable licenses instead. That's the first one. Let's go to the second one really quick. Let's scroll down. Sony announced they are ending physical media support in 2028, and they are using this post as an attempt to stop the overwhelming backlash. Look at this one. This is hilarious. You are all not getting away with this. Bro, how is that a community note? That's funny. Digital purchases are licenses, not ownership. Sony can revoke access. This raises concern about long-term ownership, game preservation, resale, lending, and reliance on servers and stores. This software is licensed to you and not sold. The official PlayStation page has not posted for 6 days and attempted to use the Xbox layoffs as collateral damage for their decision to stop physical game production in 2028 and closing the PlayStation 3 and Vita stores. Bro, there's, as of right now, there is literally no way that they can do anything on X without somebody community noting them and bringing the attention. And you know what? The community notes thing is actually a good thing. The reason why is because, as we can see, these posts on PlayStation, they go viral. Especially now. Like, they go viral now more than ever. That post with the fighter stick has 20 million plus views. By the time tomorrow comes around, it's going to be 40 million. As of right now, PlayStation believes in their mind that their old school strategy of just not saying anything is going to be able to work in this regard with this level of backlash. And who knows, maybe they'll be right. Maybe they'll be right or maybe they'll be wrong. As of right now, it looks like it's probably going to be wrong, but you really don't know. The internet's, memory, while people say the internet never forgets, realistically, though, people's anger tends to move pretty quickly across the board. And, one day it's an interesting topic and the next day, not so much. Now, with this one, it's not quite the same. You're talking about people's nostalgia. You're talking about people's collections. You're talking about people's investments. You're talking about people's time in a particular platform. You're talking about a lot more than just supposed anger on social media. This goes well past that. And you're talking about a company that is currently being sued for multiple different aspects regarding their store and how they decide to showcase digital purchases. I mean, this goes well beyond just a regular, anger moment or whatever you want to call it. Like, this is not just the chuds being angry, because realistically, there are people that are angry about this all across the board. Everybody's angry about this. A lot of people, even people that, you would never even see remotely come close to saying anything bad about this company. Even they are coming out and speaking out against this, albeit with a little bit of a softer tone, but realistically, even they are saying something, right? So I just find this all to be actually hilarious. And these community notes they're just everywhere, right? Another one. Let's scroll down. Let's see what this has to say. This is funny. Picture of an elephant on a room. Address me, Sony. Address me. How is this a community note, bro? Phasing out physical PlayStation media raises anti-consumer concerns, chiefly the loss of game ownership. Moving entirely digital means users buy revocable licenses rather than permanent assets, allowing Sony to pull access at will while limiting resale and preservation. Interesting. We got some more. Hold on. I got a super chat that was really interesting from Evil Strange just now. On PlayStation website right now, he does not see play with no limits anywhere. Dude, I would not be surprised, dude. If they decided to take that away, all that genuinely means is that if you got to get rid of your slogan for your company, that means that even you acknowledge that you're not standing by what your slogan actually says. You're not standing by it. You know that you just put limitations on pretty much everybody starting in 2028. So you already know that slogan can actually get you in trouble as a company. That's actually funny. If that is true, that is funny, but also very much expected. Then it says that ICYMI, Sony is pushing a digital monopoly, ending physical disc and closing PS3 Vita stores, turns purchases into licenses, etc., etc. The EU penalized Apple for comparable DMA abuses. PlayStation is eroding ownership, and consumer choice the same way. And then he trying to ignore it. Bro, this is not a community note. What are we doing? Similar to pulling out the fight stick, PlayStation is pulling out physical media. Now, that's a nice segue. That's a nice segue. I like that. That's a good community note. My man took the post and he's like, speaking of fight sticks, PlayStation's also pulling out of physical media, raising anti-consumer concerns over game ownership. This shift to digital means I'm buying revocable licenses over permanent copies, letting Sony revoke access and end resale and preservation. No disc, no PlayStation. Switch out games with ease using physical discs instead of the corrupted digital being forced upon the industry. PlayStation is going to stop in 2028, etc., etc., etc. So they're everywhere. All right, this stuff is literally everywhere, right? And realistically, what has that led to? What has that led to? I'll tell you what that has led to. Desperation. Yes, I'm not kidding. This has led to an interesting level of desperation. And I'll be fair and say that anytime you are subscribed to a subscription service of any kind, it is best practice for them to offer some sort of discount at the time of which you're trying to cancel, because realistically, they're trying to keep your business. And for most people, it has to do with the money. So because it has to do with money, they offer a discount to try to keep you instead of losing you completely. Because for them, they rather make some money than make no money. But apparently, the discount is so deep on this right now. PlayStation fans are canceling their PS Plus to boycott Sony for killing discs and discovering that you can actually save money by just threatening to quit the company. They are offering right now, if you were to quit, they are offering 50% off the subscription when you buy another 3 months of PlayStation Plus. They're trying everything they possibly can to stop you from leaving their ecosystem. They're even willing to take a 50% hit for the next 3 months. Why? Because by the time those 3 months come, they should have enough data for their next earnings call with their investors to be able to tell them that nothing happened, that everything is fine, that the backlash about the physical discs and everything like that was just a fart in the wind, and everything is perfectly fine. That's really why they're doing this. So the amount of people, the more people they can keep, the better. But I'll tell you this, the fact that they're doing this at a 50% discount, that's pretty deep, number one. And number two, it does show a little bit of desperation. I'm not sure if this existed prior to the backlash. I'm sure something like this existed. But realistically, 50% is a lot. So I'm not exactly sure because, again, I haven't been subscribed to PlayStation Plus for like 3 years. So I'm really not sure. But in any case, last week, PlayStation announced that it would be ending the physical video game disc production. And on July 1st, Sony announced that starting in 28, it would no longer manufacture discs, which we already know. And then it says, in protest to Sony going all digital, I tried to cancel my subscription, posted one user on Reddit, and then they hit me with a 50% off deal if I resubscribe. They shared a screenshot of the PlayStation app with an offer from Sony for 3 months of PS Plus at half price. Others claim to have received similar offers while trying to quit and boycott Sony. One user was offered 25% off a 12-month PS Plus subscription, despite accepting an offer earlier in the year to extend their plan at a discounted rate. Others claim that the same scenario happened to them too. So it seems like they upped it. It seems like they upped it, right? It might have been like 25% at one point, but now they're offering it at 50%. I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't start to work. They'll offer it at 75%. Or if they really get desperate, they'll start partnering their subscription with other kind of offers, right? They'll start partnering with other offers to try to combine it, kind of like what Disney Plus does. The reason why Disney Plus has such high amount of accounts is because it gets partnered with almost everything, right? So it's literally just the horror of a subscription service. So I think that what's happening here is Sony is testing the waters, and they're trying to see how far people are willing to go with their attempts to try to cancel. Are you really about to cancel? Are you really about to leave PlayStation Plus? Whether you're a hardcore PlayStation player or whether you're a casual player, are you really trying to walk away, or are you just all talk? That's essentially what they're trying to do here, and that's what they're trying to find out. And they're probably going to use this information to determine what they're going to do moving forward. But realistically, I got to be real with you. I think they're going to double down, triple down, no matter what. Because I think, like I've said so many times, I think it's way more important for them to have control over their ecosystem. Even if their ecosystem goes down 15%, 20%, which is a lot of people, I still think that it's more important than anything for them to keep control over that. And the funniest thing about all this, and I'm going to cover this in another topic, but the funniest thing about all this is that analysts have reported that Steam, the company that doesn't do any of this, by the way, Steam, and I've said this many times, but now we have other people saying the same exact thing. So if you don't believe me, go look at what they have to say. It's reported that Steam is now estimated to be more than 50% larger than PlayStation, according to experts' estimates, which put Valve's storefront around 200 million monthly active users, which is literally what I said a few days ago. I said the last known number that we'd had from Steam, which was like 2021, which was around 135 million active users. PlayStation right now is at about 130 million active users. Last we knew, that's the numbers that we last heard. Steam is now around 200 million active users and growing. And I really do believe that this is going to lead to the growth of a lot of PC platforms. Steam, yes, even Epic Games, mainly GOG, right? Itch.io. All these platforms are going to grow exponentially because people are going to be like, you know what? If you're going to close me in completely, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to seek something that's a little more open-ended. And again, that doesn't mean going to Steam. It just means leaving PlayStation and leaving Xbox. But in this scenario, this conversation, obviously talking about PlayStation. So again, realistically, guys, looking at all this, it's pretty simple what's going on. I don't know if people are going to actually stick around and be able to do this, but it's very clear that a lot of people are trying to cancel their PlayStation Plus. Whether they go through with it or not, that's up to them. Again, I haven't had PlayStation Plus for years. I don't personally care about that, right? Zach in the chat says, just happened to me. I still have access for 2 more months, but I could rebuy it for an instant withdrawal of $24. Oh my God. Jesus, man. I mean, look, again, it's obvious what's going on. Okay, it's obvious what's happening. And even though they've offered this before, They have never offered it at this level of number, and they're doing it because they know that there are people out there trying to cancel. So if they can just convince even one of you to stick around at a discounted rate, then they don't got to worry too much about the others that decide to leave. All they have to do is just bribe a couple of you to stick around. So the choice is up to you. Do you stick around or do you not? That's up to you. For me, I left a long time ago. But I understand there are some people that are way more invested in PlayStation than I was. Totally get that. And I understand it's not as easy as a decision. Some people, I've seen some comments, people saying they can't afford PCs. I get it. I totally understand. But realistically, don't let this company take advantage of you, man. They're banking on you having no other option. They're hoping that the 80% that stick around, that feel like they either want to give it another shot or have no other option, they're going to monetize the shit out of you in ways that you can't even imagine. If you think it's egregious that you have to pay to play online, or that you have to be within a closed ecosystem that has no way out, and that you're going all digital with no forms of freedom like the PC platform has, if you think that's egregious, wait until they have you completely under their wing. Wait until they have complete control over you with no way out. Then you're going to see what they're really wanting to do. You're going to see what they're really capable of. This is why, even though, yes, we are acknowledging that Xbox is a failure overall and their business as a whole has just been terrible, at the end of the day, I don't want Xbox to go away, because I'll be real with you. If Xbox goes away and PlayStation is acting like this when they have competition now, even though their competition is not that great, this is PlayStation when they have competition. Imagine when they don't. What's going to happen when PlayStation doesn't have competition? Because neither Xbox nor PlayStation is trying to compete with Nintendo. They don't care. They don't care to compete with Nintendo. Nintendo's in its own bubble. So what happens when Sony has no competition? Bro, it's going to be a bloodbath. It really is. So I don't want Xbox to go anywhere. I want Xbox to get their shit together, and I want them to push in PlayStation's face, because that's going to benefit us as consumers more so than anything. And even realistically, even if I don't partake in their systems, which I don't anymore, I still know people that do. And I want those people to be able to have access to video games at cheaper prices, be able to have access to video games they can actually keep and own, not have their accounts deleted if, God forbid, something happens to them. I want this stuff. Even though I'm not in that ecosystem, I still want that for people. But realistically, bro, Sony is going to be crazy if they have nobody on their backs. Seriously. They don't compete with Steam, and they don't compete with Nintendo. They have always competed with Xbox. That has always been their target. And if Xbox dies, Sony will become one of the most egregious psychopathic companies that you've ever seen. I mean, they already kind of are, to be honest with you, but that's what's going to happen. I'll put it to you the other way. If Xbox were to be the one that was in PlayStation's shoes right now, and PlayStation was the one laying off half their company, if PlayStation were to go away and Xbox were to be the only one, Microsoft would be ridiculous. These companies would be ridiculous if they didn't have competition. So, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. But again, hopefully, I do hope that console players stick by what they're saying. I do hope that console players that are angry right now, you should be angry, realistically. You should be angry. People should be angry about this. I think people absolutely should be angry about this. I don't think you should be accepting things like variable pricing. And again, you could do whatever you want. Do it. I'll never tell you what to do. I can only give you my opinion. But I do think you should be angry at that. You should be angry at something like variable pricing, where you're charged more money because Sony feels like they could get more money from you. And then somebody else, Joe Schmo, gets charged less money because they feel like they could get less money from them. You know? I think you should be angry about that personally. But in any case, that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. People are canceling their PlayStation Plus, and Sony is desperately trying to stop that from happening. So we'll see what ends up happening with all that. But we got more topics, boys. Stick around. Let me resume TTS, see what you guys have to say, and then we'll go from there, boys. We'll go from there.
Car, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Bro, really? If you guys start doing that, I'm going to have to ban your supers.
That other Kratos
Be careful
is
with
out
what
of
you're
line,
saying.
But he's right.
I like how you guys are referencing each other as different
Playing
Kratos
with yourself
sisters. Thank you for the
has no
5.
limits. Playing with Sony does. Muahahaha.
That's insane. but
On
that's probably
PlayStation website
probably
right now,
expected.
and do
Thank you for
not
the 5,
see Play
Tanya.
with no limits anywhere.
I read this one. Thank you, Evil Strange, for
Sony
letting me know
doesn't
that.
care.
Appreciate that.
They're
I'm
setting
actually
up
going
a
to check the
streaming
website.
empire for their movies, music, and games.
True.
That's why the massive shift to micro lenses in their primary/Austria disk factory, AI data center.
True. Chaotic Holy, thank you for the 10. True, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for
Hi,
that.
Dad. Will you give me an allowance if I help you do lawn work and run the food truck?
What the
if not,
fuck is
I'll
this?
help my friend and his dad since they pay me. Miss Sonia and Uncle Gap are the best.
What
Bet
the
once Sony reveals
Thank you for the 10.
PS6 PPA will crawl back.
Thank you for the 2, Yamato. Appreciate
I'm done
that.
with Sony. Washing my hands of them. PC only going forward. Won't buy GTA 6 unless it's good and until it's on PC.
Yeah, I'm not buying it till it's on PC
I
either, personally.
discontinued
Thank you for the
PS
5.
Plus
Red
around
Orbit.
the same time you did, Hypnotic. At a
Yeah.
time like this, I'm glad I have Xbox Live. Money Sony
Yeah.
can't have.
Yeah, I gave up. I gave it up a long time ago, dude.
Xbox has become what
Long
Sega
time. Thank you
did
for the
with the
5.
Dreamcast. Sony is becoming what Xbox did when they announced Xbox One in 2013. Oh. Once Sony has no competition, they'll become Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree.
Wanted to buy the
Mrs.
new
Spanglish, thank you
Marvel
for the
Telecom
99. I agree.
fighting game. Requires PSN account now.
Yeah, I heard about that. Thank you for the 5. I'm gonna have to come up with an idea for that, unfortunately. What the fuck is this?
Become what Sega did with the Dreamcast. Sony
What the fuck is this, bro?
becoming what Techbox did when they announced Techbox One in 2030.
What? It's still going? It's still going.
Has no competition. They'll become Nintendo.
Why is it still going? Every time one of you guys do the singing super chat, we lose like 10 viewers. Thank you for the 9.99. I appreciate that. What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was that? Anyway, wow. All right then. Let me check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what do you got, man? What's Rumble been saying? Let's see. Holy shit. We got one super from Torinol with a 5. Hold on, let GDRs go through. Hold on, because it's about to read.
I'll be renewing my subscription so I can enjoy my games for a little longer. Then it's over. I can't support this company any longer.
That's fair. That's fair. I think a lot of people are going to be in that same exact boat, GDR. Thank you for the 5, bro. Appreciate that. Torno with a 5. PlayStation can change course. They already have contracts signed and things moving to convert the disc factory over to something new. Probably making lever gates now. Yeah, no. Yep, 100%. That's why I know, like, realistically, I know no matter what. And I'm not trying to demoralize people or anything, but
Now
like,
would be the perfect time for a new contender to come out with a console and platform.
You know, Mickey, I saw a meme. I saw a meme on Twitter where somebody said that Sega could do the funniest fucking thing right now. That's all it said. It was just like Sega can do the funniest thing right now if they wanted to. Right? And realistically, like that's true. Like that's absolutely true. That could be a thing, but I just don't think they care. I just don't think they care. I don't think they care enough to want to get back into hardware. And I think they'd rather just do their software and just kind of, move on, because it takes a lot of commitment. It's a lot of commitment to make a hardware.
Celebrates 21 months of
but
membership.
thank you for the 5. Appreciate that.
Don't worry, I'll bring back the viewer pay for Hypno.
How can you say that?
Yeah, as we lost 20 viewers. Yeah.
To the dream, unlike Mom Lady.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Spanglish. I appreciate that. As we lost 20 viewers. Thank you. Guys, like the stream. Come on, lift your finger up. Like the stream. Like the stream. Oh my God, can you ban that one? I'm thinking about it. Man. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Anyway, guys, Torno for your 5. Yeah, so realistically, I think that I don't want to demoralize people. I don't. But I'm just being realistic. he's not wrong, right? Like these companies, when they make these decisions, they have years of planning behind it, right? There's years of planning behind it. There is literal years of just this has been their plan. Everything has been in motion for a while. Just most people didn't know about it outside of their own ecosystem. But all of this has been in motion, and they're not going to be able to cancel these contracts. They're not going to be able to just back out, all because, you know, their players are angry. Because realistically, they know, and also realistically, I know, and I think you guys know as well, that unfortunately, there's going to be enough people that are going to stick around for this to support Sony in the transition while they start looking for new customers that are okay with what they're doing. That's what I think is going to happen here. So again, Sony's willing to lose a lot. So this is their ultimate end game. They're willing to lose a lot. They're okay with losing 15, 20, 25%. They're perfectly fine with losing that. That's what I think is going to ultimately happen here, you know? And as long as they feel like they can make it back, they'll try. They rather try for an all-digital future than save the 20% and stick to what they have now, which is not even a real physical, like, it's not even a real physical thing anyway. You know? It's not even a real physical thing anyway. These physical discs that they have right now are discs that most of the game is not even on the disc anyway. You know, like they don't fucking get, they just want to speed run. They really do. They want to speed run to the PS6. I keep saying this all the time. It doesn't mean for you to just take it. It doesn't mean for you to just be quiet. And it doesn't mean for you to just lay down. Like, you could be the one that decides to walk away if you want to. That's up to you. Everybody's got to make that choice on their own. I can't make it for you. But just because other people are willing to stick around for it and watch it go down doesn't mean you have to, you know? It doesn't mean that.
I still believe Nintendo is worse. Not by much, mind you.
In what way, though?
And soon the gaming entertainment industry will slowly collapse. And something will fill the void. I hope something comes along sooner than later.
You know, GDR, like, Nintendo is worse in some ways, for sure. I think Nintendo, the problem that I have with Nintendo is that while they do make video games that they know their players want, there's no doubt about it. Like, they make video games that they know their players want. They don't fuck around with it too much. Like, they give the same thing that they know their players want, and they're very consistent with that. But outside of that, Nintendo is pretty much terrible all across the board. But they definitely know, like, how to give their players what they want. They know how to bait those motherfuckers in and get them to buy the same shit over and over and over again. They're very good at it. They're very, very good at it. But they're awful in terms of,
At
like,
Real GDR celebrates 11 months of membership. Nintendo will sue people and make patents while they sue you. That's egregious.
So that was going to be what I was going to say next. The thing about Nintendo is that they're so anti-competition that they do everything they possibly can to ensure that nobody can compete with them. Or they stop competition before it happens. And they got a little bit lazy, especially with Pokemon, because they thought they were invincible with Pokemon. They thought they had the world around their finger with Pokemon, so they decided to be completely, like, they're very controlling with that, right? With Pokemon specifically. But with everything else, though, they didn't realize that Power World was going to become a thing. They had no idea. So when they came around and Power World became a thing, they realized, like, oh shit, we were asleep. We were asleep. And Power World came in and stole their lunch, and now it's too late. Looks like they're not going to get much from that particular lawsuit. But they essentially tried to sue Power World, not to get money from them, but to essentially kill their game. And it didn't work. And now Power World's about to release in 1.0. I know of a ton of people that are going to play the game. And it's just, that's basically it, you know? So this is like one of those situations where Nintendo just essentially slept way too long. They slept way too long, and Power World ended up getting the W out of that. Now, granted, Power World had to change their game a little bit in order for it to happen, but most companies don't end up like Power World. Most companies get successfully sued by Nintendo and then they lose. So, I mean, realistically, that's one of the things that I hate about Nintendo so much, is that they are so egregious. They're so litigious, and they'll do everything that they can to not have to compete. You want to know why? Because they know that if they have to compete, that means they have to change up their formula. That means they have to get better, and they have to make their games better. And with Nintendo, they don't like changing things too much. This is a company that's run by a bunch of old Japanese men. They're not going to want to change very much. They want to keep doing the same thing with a different skin on it as much and as long as they possibly can. Because by doing that, it keeps their budgets extremely down. They're making the new Pokemon games for like $15-20 million. They're making the new ones that are coming out, whatever the fuck it's called. The budget on those games is like $15-20 million. Do you know how much money those games are going to make? Do you know how many sales those games are going to have? It's going to be insane. It's going to be disgusting. Nintendo has enough money that if they stop releasing games for 100 years, they'll still be alive. How the fuck is that possible? It's only possible. Winds and waves. There you go. It's only possible if they purposely keep their budget so low. And the only way you can do that is by not changing too much, by becoming a master at the same thing over and over and over and over again, just by switching it up just a little bit to make people think it's something different. Now, I know when it came to Pokemon Arceus, that was quite a bit different. And I don't really know what people's reaction was for that. I don't think it really hit that well in the beginning, but then it slowly started to sell.
I have slowly been transitioning to GOG and Strat with my games.
Nice.
And it's sad. I have been playing video games since 1990. I love the people that have ruined my childhood.
I mean, realistically, GDR, thank you for the 10. Realistically,
you missed an earlier super chat I sent.
Did I? How? Where? The TTS was reading all of them. Let me check. I'll check Secret Final Boss. Thank you for the 2. I'll check. You got to give me a second though. Let me scroll up real quick. I don't see. Hold on. I don't see anything in the list, bro. I don't see anything in the list. If you can just tag me and tell me what you said, tag me in the chat, tell me what you said, and I'll be able to put it out there.
PKM Go. Budgets are insultingly low. Greedy mofos.
You know, the thing about that, PokePro, is that I don't mind the budgets being low because I feel like realistically, the budget should be smart. The budgets should be low. The problem with the Western gaming industry that we have is that the budgets are exploded. They're ridiculous, bro.
I backed out of the store. I hit another car. It was a dwarf. He said, I'm not happy. I asked, which one are you? That's when the fight started.
What the fuck was that? Thank you, Ron, for the 5. I appreciate that. I have no idea what the fuck that was. So yeah, I don't know. So what I don't mind the budgets being low, right? I feel like budgets being low is the best way to sustain your business, right? As long as it's not low to the point where you're sacrificing what your players are looking for. The truth is that Nintendo players are not looking for anything that's super insane like that. They just want like the simplest, like, yeah, I know people say that Pokemon looks the same and the graphics are awful and like whatever, but realistically, like Pokemon players don't care about that. Most of them don't. They just want to be able to say they're playing another Pokemon game. They're so captured by nostalgia, it's not even funny, dude. It really isn't. Like, they're completely fucking captured by nostalgia. So yeah, I don't really think that they care too much about that. So realistically, keeping the budget at 15 million, I mean, I can only imagine what would be possible if they were to bump up the budget double and still be low. Imagine a Pokemon game with like a $30-40 million budget. What's possible, right? But the truth is they don't want to go that far because they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to go that far. You know? I know it sucks to say because obviously, like, I feel like a lot of you guys want better products, but realistically, we're in the minority. Realistically, most of the players out there, especially for Nintendo, they don't care about having a better product. They just want a product. They just want a product. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what it is, right? They are literally like the definition of consumers. They just want a product. They want the new thing. They want the new Nintendo thing, right? Bungie fanboys, same exact thing. They just wanted a new Bungie game. You think they bought Marathon because you thought it looked good? No. They bought Marathon because they haven't had anything new from Bungie for years. Destiny was already dying. The content was being stripped from the game, and they just wanted to play the latest Bungie thing because they love Bungie. Next thing you know, Didn't work out that well, you know. But again, that's kind of how it goes. They just want you to consume, you know. So anyway, all right, boys, we got more topics, man. Thank you for all the donos. I appreciate that very, very much. We got Tornall for a 2 over on Rumble. Says, honestly, I expected games on memory stick as the next gen format. Don't be shocked if it is. They don't even need to be big. Just tack on unique keys with the game data that the game systems validate before playing. Yeah, Tornall, streaming sticks are going to be a thing.
I realized I have one PS5 game and all the rest are PS4 games.
Yeah, it's because the PS5 doesn't have games. It doesn't have games, GDR. Thank you for the 5. But yeah, like it sucks, bro. But in any case, like I said, you don't have to, like when it comes to PlayStation, you don't have to be taken advantage of by these people. You can choose to walk away, and realistically, people are walking away all the time. Again, Steam by itself is over 200 million users. I guarantee you in the next 5 years, it's going to be 300. Probably even more than that. It's disgusting to think about. But that's what it's going to be. All right, boys. And by the way, I just checked the PlayStation website. I don't see play has no limits anywhere. Did they announce that they're changing their their slogan? Play has no limits. Let me see. Did they announce that they're changing it? Let me see. Oh my god, does it not bring up a website? Was it always there before? I think it was. Hold on. Dude, I play like never. No. No way. Stunning games on PS5. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Bro. I'm scrolling through. Okay, no, bro. Bro. So let me show you this. Hold on. Let me show you this. I clicked on Google. Guys, I clicked on Google. I typed in, you could do this yourself. I typed in play has no limits. That's what I typed in on Google, right? Play has no limits. On Google, because Google has older data, it says on Google, play has no limits, PlayStation 5, right? On the official website. Let me show you. Hold on. So look, check this out. Look. So PlayStation, right? You see this? Look at this. When you Google PlayStation, play has no limits, it says play has no limits, PlayStation 5, right? But when you click this, when you actually click this though, it's nowhere. Play like never before. It's nowhere on this site like on this page. This is the page that it takes you to. And nowhere does it say play has no limits. No, like even on the bottom where it usually did, it usually said it on the bottom. But look what it says on the bottom now. Look at this. It says, where will play take you? Bro. Can somebody Wayback Machine this? I'm sure there's a Wayback Machine for this. Can somebody Wayback Machine this? And tell me if it said play has no limits. There's got to be an archive of this page somewhere. There has to be. Somebody check the archive and let me know. Because I think Google's pulling old data, which tells me that they changed it. They must have changed it. At some point. They might even did it, earlier than I could imagine, but somebody's got to be able to check this real quick. I can't do it right now. But check, let me know. You're thinking it's part of the lawsuit? It might be. It definitely might be. I don't know. It's insane. Shout out to Sebi. Thank you for the raid. Shout out to Sebi. Thank you so much. Appreciate the raid. Play has no limits PlayStation Shop. What? So if you go... Bro, this is crazy. I'm going down a rabbit hole. It's on the page at the very bottom. On the very bottom, like on the new one. In the blue section. All right, let's see. Did they remove it or not? Let's see. Hold on. Let me scroll all the way down. Did they make it small? That'd be funny as fuck if they made it small. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Yo, bro. This is worse than a car dealership, brother. Look at this little shit. Play has no limits. It's like, play has no limits. Please, don't hurt us. Play has no limits. It's in a little corner, really small. Bro. That's insane, bro. Oh, man. Wow. Dude, it's so small. I don't think it was always like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't go to the PlayStation website, so maybe I'm wrong, but dude, that's crazy. That's so tiny. Wow, man. And to be technical, this is a directory. So it's like home and then PlayStation 5, play has no limits. So it's not even like they're advertising it. It's just a directory. That's actually insane. Wow. Interesting. All right. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know. Any of you that use the PlayStation Store, you can let me know if you've seen this. I'm almost positive that I've seen Play Has No Limits at like higher up on the page where it says, where will your play take you? I'm pretty sure Play Has No Limits was like advertised there. But it's fine. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's the exact same from January 3rd of this year, Sky. All right. So I guess they didn't change it. It must have always been that way. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Again, I don't use the PlayStation. Hey, look at the resources. PlayStation Store cancellation policy. When you click it, you know what it says? Fuck you. I'm just kidding. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Odin Dark, thank you for the 2. Play does now have limits. Yes, it does. And then Alucard with the 2. Guess it has limits now. It does. It does. It absolutely does. 100%. All right. We're caught up everywhere, boys. Let's keep going. Let's go over some topics. We got a couple of more to go over, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you guys. Been amazing today. Hope you're having a good time. Let's continue. And let me X out of the PlayStation story. Let me X out. Let me see. Let's go here. Hold on. We're gonna talk about Xbox now. We did some PlayStation. Let's talk about Xbox. Let's do it, boys, because man, this shit is crazy. It's crazy all across the board, to be honest with you. It's crazy all across the board. But we're going to talk about Xbox because there's a lot going on. We got id Software, we got Blizzard, we got Bethesda, and we got Minecraft, which is interesting. So we'll get to that. All right, let's do this. Let's start here. Boys, let's talk about Xbox. I know it's not PlayStation. You're probably just as shocked as I am, but no. We got to talk about Xbox, man, because, again, the layoffs have been crazy. More information is coming out as time goes on of all the layoffs and all the companies that are being affected right now. In this segment, we're going to talk about Blizzard. We're going to talk about Bethesda. We're going to talk about Minecraft for a very special reason. We're going to talk about especially id Software. id Software has officially announced that they're losing 50% of their company. 50%. As they just released their new DLC, by the way, for Doom the Dark Ages, which I still have to do because I got to get my perfect achievement back. But regardless, let's talk about Xbox because Asha Sharma has essentially pointed the finger at Phil Spencer's strategy for the reason why all these layoffs are happening. I honestly love that. I love that because she's basically saying, listen, I'm the Reaper, and I am going to trim the fat that Phil Spencer put on the body that is Xbox. I'm going to trim the fat. I am the Reaper. In all seriousness, though, guys, let's talk about this. So, looking at this, I want to mention a couple of things. Number one of the things we talk about all the time, literally all the time, is the fact that subsidization is a real thing, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, subsidization is so real when it comes to Xbox that every time we talked about some of their more questionable decisions, like Avowed, for example, or like South at Midnight, for example, or honestly, even Outer Worlds 2, which I felt like should have been a little bit more of a slam dunk from Obsidian, but they completely messed that up as well. There's a ton of video games that went under Xbox's umbrella that nobody looked at and thought, why would you make that? Why would you spend so much money on that? Well, come to find out something massive, okay? And this is something we've known for a long time. Now, normally when we talk about subsidization, we're talking about it from a governmental level. We're talking about the fact that a lot of these studios are from places like Montreal, for example, where government subsidies in terms of gaming, as long as you hit certain check marks, you know, like in terms of DEI and all that, as long as you're able to do that, you get a bunch of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars given to your studio. And, you know, it could be tax-based, it could be grants, whatever it may be. Subsidization is extremely easy if you're outside of the U.S. right now. It was easy when you were in the U.S. too, but then obviously when Trump got into office and cut the USAID money, things got a little bit rowdy for these studios that are in the United States. So the studios that are outside of the United States are perfectly fine for the most part. But there was another level of subsidization that realistically I didn't talk about in terms of Minecraft or Xbox, but I have talked about something similar in terms of like Epic Games and Fortnite, right? So Epic Games, their store loses insane amount of money. The people that are coping and saying that Epic Games is profitable, you're out of your mind. Epic Games store loses an insane amount of money. For an entire year, they only made $335 million on third-party sales. If you want a comparison, Steam makes anywhere between $1.5 to $2.5 billion a month in third-party sales. Billion with a B. And that's in 1 month. Epic Games did 335 in a year. Now, Fortnite carries Epic Games. Fortnite subsidizes pretty much everything that Epic Games does to try to get themselves out there and relied upon by the industry. The industry looks at Epic Games for obviously Unreal Engine, and they utilize Fortnite as a means to push it out there. Come to find out, Xbox was doing the exact same thing with Minecraft. Minecraft is the reason why there were so many other weird business choices that were happening at Xbox. Charlie Intel says Xbox was previously using profits and revenue fund Minecraft in order to fund the rest of the Xbox business. So we're not even talking about the projects. We're talking about other aspects of the business as well. Minecraft, one of the top-selling video games in history, if not the top-selling video game. I don't remember if they're number 1 or number 2. But the fact that Minecraft is the reason why all these other projects existed, it just goes to show that these projects don't exist on their own merit. They only exist because somebody else who's more successful allows them to exist. It is literally subsidization, which is something we talk about quite often. And Microsoft, I kept telling people, the bots didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen, which I get it. I understand. I'm just a chud. Whatever. I don't care. Realistically, anybody with a brain could see what was happening at Xbox, especially with Game Pass, and you could clearly see that Game Pass was being subsidized by something else. Whatever that may be, now we know was Minecraft for the most part, but Game Pass was being subsidized. These projects that were being put on Game Pass, it was amazing, bro. Game Pass was literally being filled with a bunch of games that nobody wanted for the most part. Outside of a couple of day one video games that made the service somewhat worth it, realistically, they just padded Game Pass to be filled with a bunch of nonsense because they were going for quantity over quality, because Game Pass was a machine that had to constantly be fed. And the moment you couldn't feed it anymore, that was it. It was over, right? You had to keep the machine going. So Xbox's Game Pass was subsidized on top of everything else. So you have a service that's being subsidized by Minecraft. You have the video games that are being put on that service that is being subsidized by Minecraft. All these things are being subsidized by Minecraft. And it's because Minecraft is so damn successful. It makes a disgusting amount of money. It makes more than Fortnite, if I'm not mistaken. So realistically, when I see something like this, I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. And then you start looking at the restructures, right? You start looking at Bethesda, telling staff that it'll restructure around their strongest franchises. Why are you not focused around your strongest franchises already as it is? You know, me and Wizard were talking about this when we were playing Gears of War. And it says the following: Bethesda will reportedly rebuild around Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein. Look at these franchises, bro. Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Quake. When's the last time you heard Quake? Quake and Wolfenstein. These are all like super masculine franchises. Maybe Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein more, but realistically, these are like super masculine franchises. Now suddenly this is going to be their focus. Why wasn't this your focus before? Why weren't you focusing on trying to give the best of the best that you possibly can with these franchises? There's a reason that Elder Scrolls is in development hell right now. Where the hell is Elder Scrolls 6, Todd? When you said 16 times the detail, did you mean 16 times the development cycle? Like, what's going on with Elder Scrolls, my guy? Seriously. So anyway, looking at all that, this kind of brings us to another part that's going on as well, because there's another avenue of this that nobody has been talking about, which is Blizzard, right? With the sword of Microsoft hanging over it, Blizzard has now quietly dropped Overwatch in Korea into the hands of Nexon. So now Blizzard has handed over the reins of managing Overwatch in Korea to Nexon. So they basically, you know, kind of let that part of their business go. You know, Nexon is taking over Overwatch publishing duties in Korea starting in August. So they don't even want to deal with this is amazing. It really is. So Blizzard's being felted by this, and then you have id Software. You have id Software. This is really bad, right? id Software laid off about 50% of their studio. Before we get into id Software, we got another story about subsidization. Not only was Minecraft subsidizing the entirety of Xbox, but you also have Elder Scrolls Online. The developers over at Elder Scrolls Online say that the MMORPG has basically funded other failing projects at Microsoft. So they're literally taking money from their wins in order to subsidize their losses. But the thing is, it's not just subsidizing losses that you didn't know were coming. It's subsidizing projects that you pretty much knew was going to be a loss anyway. But you decided to subsidize it anyway. So you're stealing money away from the development team over at Elder Scrolls Online, which is really messed up, by the way. You're stealing money from their success, and you're pushing it on nonsense out there like South of Midnight or whatever. Like, what the fuck? What is going on here? This is why when people look at the business, like, you guys really just completely screwed the pooch. You literally decided to waste money that could have gone into these projects to make them even bigger than they were. You could have expanded upon Minecraft more than you have. You could have expanded on Elder Scrolls Online more than you have. But because these companies, these you know, the little bit of successful games that they had, because they had to subsidize other projects, these games could never expand past, you know, the small limitations that they had because of their funding being taken away. It honestly is pretty stupid. It really is. You should be investing into the project that won you over or won the fans over, and not investing in nonsense that nobody wants. So anyway, let's talk about id Software, because id Software has has somebody who was part of the company for 20 years that decided to just completely rip into Microsoft, and said Xbox decided half the team was no longer needed. Now again, this is going to come from an emotional standpoint, and I don't necessarily agree with you know, talking about this stuff from an emotional standpoint, but I do understand somebody investing decades of their life into something and then having it taken away. I can understand how that could be a little bit emotional, so I get it. Few people are madder at Microsoft for mishandling of id Software than Michael Maynard, a game developer of over 40 years and an id veteran of 21 years, who was caught up in heavy layoffs which hit the studio as part of widespread Xbox cost-cutting. Maynard's story demonstrates the institutional knowledge that's being sacrificed in the name of spreadsheets. Well, hold on, time out. So, as I've mentioned before many times, not every single person that's being fired from these studios are bad. I know that people out there want to make it seem like that's the case, but it's not. Let's be real. It's really not. Are the majority of them? Probably. But, like, is all of them? No. But the truth is that when things like this happen and studios start getting massive layoffs because the studio as a whole has been effing around and finding out, unfortunately, it's going to be collateral damage where you are going to lose people that have many decades of experience, people that you really should not be losing. But the truth is that chances are those people that have decades of experience are also the ones that are paid the most. So naturally, if they're looking for cost-cutting measures, they're going to fire the people that make the most money. Most of the time, 95% of the time, that's what's going to happen. Outside of executives who seem to, you know, get their golden parachutes, but, you know, if you're talking about developers, that's going to happen. The good workers are absolutely going to be collateral damage for the bad ones. Unfortunately, there is a lot more bad ones than good ones. So I don't want to make it seem like, because again, this article is going to make it seem like this guy is all of them, and that's not true. Like, all the people getting fired are not these veterans that have 20 plus years of experience. That's not what's happening here. They're going to use a guy like this to try to paint that picture, but that's not what's happening here at all. But anyway, Maynard's story demonstrates the institutional knowledge that's being sacrificed in the name of spreadsheets, with multiple studios gutted to the point that they're unrecognizable, if not outright closed, and his criticism echoes the pain and fury heard around the industry. But see, here's the problem that I have with this. The problem that I have with this is that you guys want to complain about spreadsheets. You want to talk about spreadsheets as if it's a negative thing. Brother, you can talk about this any way you want, and you can try to tie your emotions into this and like, oh, you shouldn't fire people. You shouldn't do that. Spreadsheets need to be balanced. The numbers have to make sense. You guys are using your emotions to argue against with someone else's money. This is not your money that's on the line. This is the company's money that's on the line. And if the company doesn't have money to pay you, then they're going to let you go. It's absolutely insane if you expect a company to continue to pay you even when they can't afford to pay you. So you can constantly talk about how, oh, you know, this is people's lives on the line. Yeah, we know that. Of course. People know that. It happens all the time. But it's a business at the end of the day. And if the numbers aren't making sense, then they're just not making sense. And the only way to make them make sense is to balance the sheet. So you can complain. You can complain about the sheets. That's fine. And yeah, maybe you can have a conversation about like maybe focusing too much on it could be bad. You can have that conversation because you should have a level of ground level knowledge with your developers that go past the spreadsheets. But you can't completely ignore the spreadsheets. And that's what's the problem. They want to completely ignore them. They want to they don't even want them to exist. It's like, oh, you should hire and fire based on emotions. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. You should hire based off merit and you should fire based off merit. And if someone is not pulling their weight, which as we have witnessed, again, we're not the ones that put out those videos from those studios. You know, like we're not the one that put out those videos from Double Fine and Compulsion Games. They're the ones that put out the videos of them essentially being in adult daycare. So if you guys are not pulling your weight and you were just allowed to run free for years, I think at a certain point it's fair for them to say, all right, the numbers just don't make sense anymore. It's time to pull the plug. You know, I think that's more than fair at this point. And if you're thinking that that's not fair, I think that's insane. But in any case, so realistically, they are losing 50% of their staff, and this is now bringing them into question, like, you know, Doom the Dark Ages, what's going to happen with that? You know, the DLC did come out, and it's doing okay. Last I checked, we can check right now together. The DLC right now has a 24-hour peak of 13,812. So a decent amount of people picked it up. About 1/3 concurrent players compared to the original decided to pick up the DLC, but again, realistically, I don't think anything is going to save it. It's too late. You guys went too far. You just went too far with it. And now, unfortunately for you, I mean, the time is now. That's really it, man. The time is now. There's no way that you can avoid it whatsoever. So, yeah, even though you lose people like this, and it's unfortunate, realistically, it's going to be collateral damage. You know? It's going to be collateral damage. So, that's basically it, boys. Xbox, all around the board, you know, Asha Sharma and the fact that she's pointed the finger at Phil Spencer. Probably not necessarily naming him by name, but more so just complaining about the way things are being ran. She says it. We simply spread ourselves too thin. Again, they were losing 64% for every dollar invested. That's crazy, bro. It's really ridiculous. So complain about the spreadsheets all you want, but the numbers have to matter. Let's continue the TTS real quick. What do you guys
Play
got?
now has limits, Sony, probably.
True.
Guess it has limits now.
True. Alucard, thank you for the 2. True, absolutely. Guys, let's go over Steam. Let's talk about Steam. Dylan B says, you fools blamed Asmongold gamers instead of themselves for the problem at the game development. What? Oh, and you have fools that blame Asmongold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got people that, again, this industry is filled with people that'll just point the finger and it's always your fault. It's always somebody else's fault. It's a Chud's fault, the internet's fault, YouTuber's fault, Asmongold's fault, fucking like your mom's fault. It's everybody's fault. It's everybody's fault except themselves. There's no accountability whatsoever. Of course not. Oh shit, we got breaking news. Hold on, wait a second. Uh-oh. Hold on, breaking news, guys. Wait. I just saw it. Hold on. Damn. I guess it didn't work out for Square Enix. Oof, that's rough. That's rough. Breaking news, boys. So apparently, their live service video game, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, has officially announced that they are going to be ending service relatively soon. Important end of service. After careful consideration, we have decided to end the service of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis on October 6th, 2026 at 11 o'clock. Thank you for playing the game over the years. Please note that the new Steam downloads of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis will be discontinued on July 7, 2026 at 7 o'clock. Players with the Steam version installed would not be affected. Steam store changes may take up to 24 hours to appear. To our players, a message from the development team and management teams has also been posted. Please view the message via the link below. Oh, we got to look at that. We're gonna have to look at that, boys. We're gonna have to look at that. Hold on, I want to take a look. The attached image shows the game's roadmap leading up to the end of service. We hope you continue to enjoy Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis until the end. Wait, what is this? Let's see. July Chapter 1 release. They have an event. Trial of the Summons all throughout. August Chapter 2. September Chapter 3. October 6th shutdown. Damn. That is rough. A preview trailer of the new chapter for the event listed in the roadmap will be posted here at 1 a.m. We hope you enjoy the story, which was previously only available on mobile devices. All right, well, I kind of want to see what their message is. Let's see what their message is and see what they have to say. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to turn this into a single player game. I mean, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing with Resonance, right? Look what they're doing with Resonance. They turned that mobile game into its own game, which, I mean, to be fair, it looked really good. It looked really good. But they might be walking away from some of their mobile games, man, and just trying to go back to single player games. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. This is Soichi Ichikawa, the producer of the game. As recently announced, after careful consideration, we made the difficult decision to end the service of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis for both the Japanese and global versions. So Japanese is losing as well. Ever Crisis launched to serve as another possibility for a remake. Stop. Was that really necessary? So this was supposed to serve as another possibility for a remake, but the mobile version. Glenn and the gang were essential in telling young Sephiroth's story, and then they even crossed over to the mainline Final Fantasy VII Remake series, where they continue to play an important role. Oh, no wonder. So yeah, people from this mobile game move over to the remakes. Gee, I wonder why the thing is so fucked up story-wise. Additionally, those seasonal and crossover events, we were able to explore stories that have never been told in Final Fantasy VII, and even created original outfits for the game. Ever Crisis would not have been able to continue contributing to and enriching the Final Fantasy VII universe without your passion and unwavering support. Which one? Which universe? There's many of them now. You got to be specific now. You can't just say Final Fantasy VII universe. It's not the same thing anymore, brother. It's not the same thing. Like, which one? You talking about the one where Zack's alive? You talking about the one where Zack's dead? Are you talking about the one where Zack's never even born? You talking about the one where Aerith is alive? Or maybe Cloud is the one that got stabbed in the stomach now? Which one? Which one are you talking about? Be specific. Oh my god, dude. It would have been possible. On behalf of the entire development team and operations team, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to everyone who has supported the title. Since the game's launch, you reached out to us and shared your thoughts through in-game channels, our social media channels, and various other platforms. Regardless of whether you offered kind words or honest feedback, all of it has meant a great deal. You sure? Because last I checked, Square Enix is suing people that apparently are just not nice enough to their developers. If you criticize If you criticize members of their team or you say, too much naughty words, they're trying to sue people. So I don't know if it really meant a great deal to you, even the actual real honest feedback, However, after careful consideration and countless discussions within the team, we determined that it would be challenging to maintain a level of service that is expected of a game with the Final Fantasy VII name in its title, and have come to the difficult decision to end the service of this game. While we recognize that many people are playing Ever Crisis... Really? Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. Okay. I guess. We recognize that many people are playing Ever Crisis, that it has become difficult to find a balance between production costs and the demand for character, weapons, and gear. At the same time, delivering satisfying equipment visuals remain a priority for us, and it's something players see the characters wearing, and we understand how passionate the community and fans are about the Final Fantasy VII characters. Ultimately, however, striking an ideal balance between visual quality and development costs, while also maintaining gameplay balance that encourage greater party diversity.
How many live service games are Square Enix going to end?
All of them.
This is like the 6th live service game,
All
I
of them.
think.
All of them.
Imagine giving gamers what they've wanted.
Bro, they're losing so much money on this. It's crazy. It presented on while also maintaining gameplay balance that encourage greater party diversity. Presented ongoing challenges. Having to share this news less than 3 years after launch is incredibly difficult for the operations team as well. We're all grateful to all of you for supporting and loving the game, and we're sorry that we can't continue delivering the experience you deserve to the end. Until Ever Crisis shuts its doors on October 6th of this year, both development and operation teams will do our best to provide the best experience we can. It's rough, man. It's rough. Again, like this whole live service shit, not every game has to be a live service game. I don't know how many times we could say that, but, realistically...
It has a very predatory gotcha. It died a while ago.
I heard about that. I heard about this game. But it's like the live service shit, not every game has to be a live service. And truthfully, anything that operates, primarily under the PlayStation umbrella is constantly focusing on trying to make a live service game. They are taking every single player, franchise that they have, and they're desperately looking to see if they could turn it into a live service game. It's already been proven that there's not enough players to go around. Yes, there's a lot of players, a lot of gamers, but a lot of them do not rely on the live service nonsense. We have seen single-player video games sell drastically better than their live service counterparts. And sure, you can monetize a lower player base with live service video games, of course. Of course you can, right? Like if people buy up in the shop a lot, you can monetize it a lot more. But if you sell a banger if you sell a banger single-player video game and you sell an insane amount of copies, you'll make an insane amount of money. Just look at Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a disgusting amount of copies. I'm not even going to talk about Grand Theft Auto. But they don't want to do that. They rather be able to sell less and make the same. That's what they want to do. Sell less and make the same. Or be able to provide less and make the same. Or more. That's what they want to do. So, unfortunately for this game, RIP, it doesn't seem like a lot of people were playing it after all. They could say people were, but yeah, I don't really see it. I don't really see it personally. So, there you go. They just announced this. They literally, when did this drop? 54 minutes ago. They just announced this. So, RIP to this game. That's it. It's done. It's over. It's dead. Your account is gone? Oh, no. Live service games don't respect your time or wallet that these companies wonder what happened when nobody shows up to pay or play. Yeah, exactly. It's such a shame. They rely on the middle-aged salaryman in Japan to play these games. Yeah, I know. And those people are already stressed to the moon. Some of them are whales, some of them are not, but Square Enix just took another loss, boys. Another loss. Why am I not surprised? It really could be so simple, but for some reason, it just isn't. And I don't know why. You can't play them all. Exactly, Olden Fox. That's the point. When it comes to these live service games, they have to realize that there just isn't enough people to go around. There just isn't. You could try to pretend like there is, but there isn't. There's not enough people to go around playing live service games. I mean, for God's sakes, bro. Mecha Chameleon sold 15 million copies, brother. A $6 indie video game where you paint yourself, go and play hide and seek You're playing a children's game. And it outsold Marathon 100 times to 1. And the budget for that game was probably $5 in a Taco Bell. It's crazy, bro. Like, what are we doing, man? It really doesn't have to be that complicated. It really actually can be that simple. If you just focused on the right things, focused on being able to make the game fun, focused on making the game engaging, making the game an actual video game. But realistically, what these guys do is when they're designing a live service game, here's what they do. They take a popular single-player franchise and they put it on the board. Right? They have a board at their table where they do yoga and stuff. They put it on the board and say, okay, this is a very popular franchise that we never made, but somebody else better than us made it, so we're going to take it. Put it on the board, right? So they take it, they put it on the board. And then they're like, okay, how can we make money on this franchise? It's not about how can we make it fun. It's not about how can we make an interesting game. It's like, how can we monetize this? That also goes on the board. And then eventually, once those two major things go on the board, eventually they'll be like, all right, so how can we make it fun? But when they say fun, they mean how can we make it addicting? How can we make it so that people want to log in every day and keep giving us money? That's what they do. I don't think the word like fun or for the players or for the gamers ever shows up in any meeting outside of like maybe a couple of fringe studios, maybe like Saber Interactive. I think Saber Interactive really does a good job. Saber Interactive is really focused. I mean, they said that Space Marine 2 changed their lives, you know? And all they did was take Space Marine 1 and make it better. That's all they did. You know? It's crazy just how simple it can actually be. Why the fuck does it got to be this complicated? I don't know, man. I just think that it's because these people really just overthink everything. They overthink everything and they're constantly trying to figure out ways to try to like sneak certain things in there, or just like, you know, I know you guys call it like vibe coding or whatever. Like, you know, I don't know, man. It really is kind of like annoying, honestly. Games industry was worth lots of money, so private equity bought in. Yeah, absolutely. Now they have to make more money that pay out. There aren't enough players, even if the games were good. See, the thing is, like, I think there is enough players. Not necessarily for live service games. I'm just saying, like, in general. In general, I think there's definitely enough players. I mean, the gaming industry is massive. It's the biggest industry in the world. Like, it's the biggest, like, by far. Like, in terms of entertainment, it's the biggest. So, by a long shot. I think there is enough players, but there isn't enough video games that'll attract those players. People, after a while, they start noticing patterns. They start recognizing patterns, and they realize, oh, okay. Especially in today's world, guys, listen, there's every year that's 20,000 video games releasing. Not on PlayStation because, you know, it's a little bit closed over there. But there's 20,000 video games releasing into the world. Maybe even more than that. It was only 20,000 on Steam. But there's over 20,000 video games being released every year now. Last year, I think it was 18,000. The year before that was 16,000. Numbers going up drastically every year. Thanks to AI, there are more people that are actively getting into development more and more and more now. So the amount of video games that are going to be available is going to drastically increase. So at this point, you really got to stand out. You got to stand out. And when everybody and their mother is trying to make the same fucking overly monetized nonsense or the same bullshit gameplay loop that is meant to convince you that an hour-long video game is somehow actually 50 hours long, but because death is part of the gameplay mechanic and we call it a roguelite, suddenly it makes it worth it. The $20, $30 that we charge you. Again, realistically, like, there is so much out there and people start to recognize this and recognize the same shit that after a while, you really got to focus. I think if you really sit down and focus on making the game fun, making the experience fun, and making it something that people are gonna not want to put down, not because the game's addicting, not because you have daily login bonuses, not because you have a means to get people to go into your battle pass every day so that they don't fall behind and experience FOMO. I'm talking about video games that you can't put down. When we were playing Mecha Chameleon the other night, it was like 3:30 in the morning. I wanted to keep going. Knowing that I had to go to bed, I wanted to keep going. I haven't felt that for a video game like that in a while. This is like a multiplayer game. It's like I wanted to keep going. And the game is fucking hide and seek, brother. The game is hide and seek. It's not this is nothing. This is nothing that is like mind-blowing, bro. You know? It's crazy, bro. I remember feeling that with Path of Exile. The first Path of Exile, bro, I cracked out so hard on the first Path of Exile. Disgusting. Like, cracked out on it. Couldn't put it down. Got through multiple chapters just nonstop. You know? Just make the fucking game fun, bro. Make the game fun. We need, like, I saw a chat earlier where somebody said we need gamers making games again. What we need realistically, and I've said this many times, is that we need nerds back in gaming. That's what we need. We need nerds back in gaming. We don't need these people that are theater kids that have fucking college degrees that they're doing absolutely nothing with. We need nerds. We need that kid that got bullied and he decided to learn C++ and that he made a video game.
Just like the gotcha games, there's a lot of them, but some of them will not survive if they're not going to leave or another gotcha game. It's impossible.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Thank you, Adair Soto, for the 5. We need nerds, bro. That's what we need. We need people that got bullied in school. So what they ended up doing was they learned how to code and they went home and they made their own video game, their own action video game where they beat up their bully in the video game. Like, that's what we need, bro. We need people that are passionate about that. That's what we fucking need. You know?
Yo, I was flirting with my girl and I was like... And she was like...
What? The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You're just repeating Asmongold's points. I've heard him say the same thing. That's crazy, bro, because I've been saying we need nerds back in gaming for about 2.5, 3 years now. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm just repeating Asmongold's talking points, even though I barely watch his videos. Yeah, I'm just repeating Asmongold's talking points. That's all it is. It's almost as if there are different people in the world that can think the same thing. I know! That's crazy, brother. That's crazy. But no, it's like, oh, you're just repeating the same talking points from the bigger streamer. Yeah, I know. There's just no way that people can think the same. I know. It's unbelievable. It's crazy, bro. No, in all seriousness, I've been saying this for fucking years, bro. Go back to my older streams if you want. I've been literally saying the same thing for years. I've also been saying, I swear I didn't get this from Asmongold. I'm sorry. I've been saying that the number one issue, guys, you know what? Let's test the chat. What is the number one issue in the entertainment industry right now that I've been saying for fucking years, bro? What's the number one issue? What's the number one issue in the entertainment industry that's plaguing this industry? The chat knows. The chat knows. They know. Bro, they know. They know. Hold on. Look at that. JP Direwolf didn't even waste any time, bro. Look at this. Writers. Writers are the number one issue in the gaming industry. And I'm not even kidding. I've been saying that forever. If Asmongold says that, I'm sorry. My apologies. But writers, in my opinion, are the number one problem in the entertainment industry, bar none. Bar none. There are so many things that could be solved in the entertainment industry. There are so many things that could be solved in this industry if we just had more skilled writers. The problem is writers were way more passionate and way more skilled back in the day. Not exactly sure why that is, but it just kind of is that way. But like I'm telling you right now, bro, even these video games, they try to sneak in a little bit of, the woke shit or whatever. At the end of the day, writers, if you had good writers that could put all of that shit together and make a good movie, a TV show, or a video game, I'm telling you, dude, it would solve so many fucking problems, dude. It really would. It would solve so many problems. Writers are genuinely the number one worst thing going on right now. That's just what it is, And that's in my opinion. Again, I've been saying this for so long, and I'll keep saying it because, man, I consume I consume like a lot of old, I guess you would call old content. I consume a lot of old content. Like I watch a lot of old movies, right? And I have a lot of like older books. Like for example, I'll give you an example. Like I'm reading what do you call it? The Frank Baum's Wizard of Oz. Right? I'm going through the complete collection. I have the complete collection. It's been a long time since I went through it, but I'm just reading through it again. And even Frank Baum's writing style is like super simplistic. It's very, very simplistic. But the way that he describes things, even in its like simplicity, is actually really, really well done. It's really well done. It proves that you don't have to be this like pseudo intellectual writer in order to create good writing. Like there is no other way other, to say it like that. So I just don't think that today's world, the writers have it in them. I just don't. And a lot of them, I think, feel like they have a chip on their shoulder where they're always trying to prove themselves to kind of be like better than whoever came before them. Instead of improving on whoever came before them, they just want to be better just to be better. And I realized I've had this take ever since the Rings of Power. Ever since the Rings of Power and seeing what the writers said, where the writers were like, we're going to write the book that Tolkien never wrote. Once I saw that level of narcissism, I was like, you know what? This is the problem. This is the problem. I'm like, bro, in what world do you have the ability to co-opt one of the greatest stories ever told in humankind? And you're like, yeah, we're just going to write the book that he never wrote. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Like, who do you think you are? And it's because they don't have any respect for what came before them. They just want to be more famous than whatever came before them. But the truth is, they don't have the ability to make something to make them famous on their own. So they have to co-opt something from someone who's actually better at the job. And then they could just hope that they can, garner fame over it or something like that. It really is just, it's honestly pathetic, bro. It's pathetic. So anyway, in that moment, I was like, yep, that's the problem. I would say that's a big problem. Now, obviously, you could talk about money, you could talk about private equity, you could talk about, investors, you could talk about all that stuff. I'm just talking about the products themselves and how to make them better.
And the good writers have the Anitas of the world telling them why the thing they wrote might cause harm, so they gotta change it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw what's happening with the Odyssey right now, right? I know I don't really talk about movies anymore, but you guys saw what's happening with the Odyssey, right? I'm going to give you another example. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it at? So, check this out. Minority Home posted this, right? How dare the Odyssey be told from a masculine perspective? Nolan enriched the story with the female perspective, right? So what this is about is that she was given the opportunity. I think she was asked the question of like, what was it? It was like, if you could ask Homer one question, what would it be? Right? Basically, Homer, the one who created the Iliad, right? If you could ask Homer one question, what would it be? And her thing was, she decided to say something along the lines of like, why did you not put more female representation in your stories? And I'm like, brother, really? Are you serious right now? Like, what?
Randos who write in their spare time are better than 90% of the writers in Hollywood and video games currently.
Yep, exactly, Sky. Thank you for the 5. She basically was like, that would be her question. Why was there not more female representation? I'm like, really? Are you fucking serious right now? Are you serious right now? It is.
When you read the Iliad and the Odyssey, very little time is spent in the perspective of the women.
Right.
Right? It's told from a very masculine.
She's like, right. Right. It's like, it's like, right. Yeah, right. No female representation, right. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, I hate California, man. I hate California, bro.
It's told from a very masculine side of things,
right.
But this film takes a lot of takes time to really consider things from the female perspective. And so we see in Helen and Clytemnestra how this war has affected them both. And they respond to it very differently because their experience of it is very different. And
Gen Z
so
is
for me,
always to
that was
blame, always thinking they are owed something.
True.
very enriching to take the time to kind of like humanize them and consider what this time could have looked like for them.
Anyway, so this is why I gave up on Hollywood, boys. I gave up on Hollywood, bro, because this is
Hollywood's culture on full display.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Thank you for the 2. This is like, man, dude, it really just shows Hollywood and just the mindset that has taken over. And to be honest with you, I don't even want to say that it's taken over necessarily, because realistically, Hollywood's always been like this. It's always been like this. Super smug, super arrogant.
Just like Kathleen
It's always
Kennedy
been like
said,
this.
what would George Lucas think about Star Wars, and the way she said that sound like he passed away.
Yep. And I'm sure she would love it too if he did. I'm sure they would love that shit. This is just how Hollywood's always been. At least for the last like few decades. And at this point, it's impossible to get this shit like, I don't know, course corrected in a way. And at this point, I view Hollywood in the same way I view video games, right? Where there's going to be good games. There's going to be a lot of bad games. There's going to be good movies. And there's going to be a lot of bad movies. And at this point, the market's going to decide what they want to support and what they don't want to support. All I can do is give my opinion on XYZ project. And that's it. I'm never going to tell you what game to buy. I'm never going to tell you what not to buy. I'm never going to tell you what to do. You're a grown-ass adult. You do what you want to do. But realistically, I don't think it's never going to be a perfect thing where, you know, it's just all good games. Like, it's never going to be that way. Or it's all good movies. It's never going to be that way. And I think that with private equity and all this investment, I think you're naturally, with all this money that's flowing into the entertainment industry, you're naturally going to get more bad as you get good. So, yeah, you're going to get some good, absolutely, but you're just going to get more bad also.
Is Netflix's Cleopatra all over again.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Cleopatra. Jesus Christ, man, I forgot about that. Man. It's kind of like what's happening with anime. Anime's gotten so much investment because of the popularity explosion after COVID. It has so much investment. But with that investment comes a lot of good and a hell of a lot more bad. And even with anime, you know, anime is not perfect. It has the same exact thing. The best example I could give you recently that I could think of is probably Uzumaki. Look at what happened with Uzumaki. Right? Look at what happened with Uzumaki, bro. They literally tried to bait and switch you with Uzumaki. They put all their funding into the first episode. Insane artwork. Insane animation. Right? Insane. And then what happened with every episode after that? Garbage. Because they put all their money in the first one. It's fucking crazy, bro. You know? So that's just what's going to happen, unfortunately. So you got to take the wins and you got to take the losses. And this right here, even if it does well in the box office, I consider this to be a huge loss, considering that one of my favorite movies of all time is Troy. Love Troy. Obviously, I know the Odyssey is a little bit different, but I love Troy. Homer's Iliad. I have copies of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Troy was like a fantastical version of the story already as it was in terms of the movie. I think that I love it so much because it has one of the best fight scenes in movie history, in my opinion. Between Achilles and Hector, obviously.
Even One Punch Man Season 2 and 3.
Bro, we're not even going to talk about One Punch Man, bro. No, please don't. Please don't. That shit was egregious. It was fucking egregious. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, like it had one of the best fight scenes in movie history. In movie history, in my opinion. Between Achilles and Hector, there was so
Nolan
much.
was the last director people respected. R.I.P.
I guess. I mean, I don't really know like much about directors, but I guess. You watched Troy the other day? Yeah, no, I have it on 4K. 4K Steelbook. Best fight scenes, bro. Like, everybody knew Hector was gonna die, but at the end of the day, like, I remember the moment where Hector, while he's tired and fighting Achilles, the camera zooms into that one hit that Hector had, right? That one slice on Achilles' armor, and Achilles looks down shocked because Hector lands that blow. And bro, like I get goosebumps thinking about it because like as a fan, you're thinking there and you're like, bro, you just know Hector's gonna die. But the moment Hector lands that hit, you're like, oh shit, it's possible. It's a possibility. He's just a man, you know, but nah, he dies anyway. And then fucking, Achilles just disrespect Hector's body. Again, there is no pact between lions and men. You'll never forget that line because it was that epic. All right? I don't want to hear anybody say anything different. If you don't like the movie, it's fine. There is no pact between lions and men. You'll never forget that line. You won't have eyes or ears or a tongue. And everyone will know this is Hector, the man who thought he killed Achilles. Bro, man, that was such a badass line. Come on, you got to admit that. You got to admit that. You got to admit that. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Let's continue, guys. Let me X out of this shit. This shit's so stupid, bro. I hate this shit. I hate this shit. It's so dumb.
Space Battleship Yamato 2199, 2205, etc. is so good.
Yo, ACC, thank you for the NOK20. Didn't they just come out? Guys, didn't they just come out with the new Ghost in the Shell anime on Amazon? Is it any good? Did anybody watch it? The Ghost in the Shell anime that people were complaining about the animation, not realizing that it looks just like the manga, which is exactly the point. People are like, "Oh my god, the animation's so bad." It's like, brother, it looks just like the manga. What are you talking about? The fuck are you like? What are you complaining about, bro? It's literally like it's a manga adaptation. Like what? Is it good? It premiered tonight. Is it good? Anybody watch it? You thought it was on Netflix? No, I thought it was on Amazon. Is it on Amazon? It's on Amazon. That's what I thought. I could be wrong, but I think it was on Amazon. It's on Prime. Yeah, it's on Prime. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking about watching it. I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't have any time. I barely have time to sit down and watch a movie, let alone a fucking TV show. You know? Hypno, there's so much tourism and anime. It's crazy. Oh, I don't even, bro. That's why I don't make videos on my manga channel. I just focus on my manga collection because I'm happier that way. I already cover all the stupid shit that happens in this industry. I don't even go. Oh my god, bro. I don't even want to go down that route. I don't want to go down that route, bro. I don't want to go down the route of covering all the nonsense in the anime industry because, brother, it is crazy. I'll leave that for someone else. I'll leave that for another professional. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. All right, guys, like the stream. Listen, a couple things. Number one, like I reminded you guys earlier, there's a lot more of you here than they were in the beginning. Guys, real quick, the giveaway, there's like 4 of you. There's 4 of you that have not gotten your games yet. Everybody else has gotten their games, so please enjoy your video games. Thank you guys for participating in the giveaway before. Appreciate that. I'm going to keep trying to get those games out to those 4 people. And then by then, everybody will be taken care of. So that's the goal. And yeah, it was awesome. That's number 1. Number 2, we got a gaming stream tonight with Leon. We have a gaming stream tonight. We're gonna be playing Lords of the Fallen again. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out on us and fuck us over in the end like it did last time. That would have sucked. But the link for it is here. If you guys want to go check that out, I'm putting it here on YouTube and on Rumble. Please check it out in your free time. We're gonna be going live in about an hour over there. It's going to be good. Don't cheat on Fake Wizard. Brother, stop, Mr. Hardcore Mode. Stop. Are you angry that you got back shots in Counter-Strike? Is that what it is, bro? It's okay, Mr. Hardcore Mode. It's okay, man. It's fine. A lot of people have thought they can take me in first-person shooters. That's not my fault. All right? It's not my fault. He's like, what the fuck? Listen, it's not my fault. All right? Not my fault. So yeah, join us over there. We're gonna have a good time doing that. And guys, we gotta do waifu battle. We gotta do waifu battle. You think we're gonna end the night without a waifu battle? We have something lined up. We got something interesting lined up. A little something. I'm almost done with the next tournament, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna be lined up real soon. We're almost done with that. It's gonna be a good time. Boys, you ready to do the waifu battle, man? We're pretty close to tier 2. We're pretty close today. You guys have been awesome today. Thank you so much. And again, if you're not going to partake in the waifu battle, number 1, you're gay, but it's fine. I appreciate you. Number 2, we'll see you on the next one. Guys, let's do it, man. Let's do it. At the very least, you should listen to the awesome music. There's no way you don't like this song. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Waifu battle time. Let's go, boys. Let's make it happen.
Don't forget Power World is coming in 3 days.
Curtain drops, the crowd goes wild. Steel in the air, cold-blooded smile. Bell in the dark, now choose your side. Tonight, the weak don't get to hide. Train for the fire, born for the pain. Hands on the ropes like pulling a chain. One ring, one crowd, one brutal scene. Step in the lights and prove what you mean. Hear that roar, feel the shake. No one leaves without a name. The waifu battle, bring the thunder now. The waifu battle, knock the whole house down. Raise your hands, let the rivals fall. The waifu battle, we take it all. Flash of a boot and a snap to the jaw. Paint on the canvas, blood on the floor. Eyes like a storm, hard like steel. Every hit lands hard and real. Crowd in a frenzy, stomping the floor, begging for more, still wanting more. Hair in the sweat, grit in the grin. Only one queen is walking out in. Hear that roar, feel the shake. No one leaves without a name. The waifu battle, bring the thunder now. The waifu battle, knock the whole house down. Raise your hands, let the rivals fall. The waifu battle, we take it all. Now the mask comes off.
What an intro, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we got something different today, man. We got something just a little bit different, boys. Something a little bit different. So considering that PlayStation, in their upcoming Wolverine video game, is going to be showcasing certain, let's just say, mutants in their non-sexy forms, I figured today...
Stream, cross mark emoji, Doom the Dark Ages plus DLC, white tick mark emoji, nice WB song.
Damn, you're leaving me for the Doom the Dark Ages DLC? I respect it. I respect it. Thank you so much for kicking donuts. Boys, today we got a mutant battle. We got a mutant battle, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be between Mystique and Psylocke, boys. Mystique and Psylocke, boys. Let's make it happen. In your super chats, let me know in the beginning of the super chat the name of your choice. It doesn't matter what comes after that. But the name of your choice, let me know in the beginning, and let's make it happen. Mystique versus Psylocke. Are we ready? Let's make it happen, boys. Let's make it happen. Let me check Rumble real quick and see what we got. Deadeye's Lock already with a 2. Already with a 2 for Psylocke. You love to see it. Thank you, Deadeye's Lock. I appreciate that. Wait, Deadeye's Lock voting for Psylocke? There's something... It rhymes. It rhymes.
Psylocke.
Deadeye's Lock with $1 says, hey, Hypno, can you find nerds for gaming business by going to the store and paying $2 for them? No! You cannot. And then Deadeye's Lock with another $1 for Psylocke over on Rumble. Thank you, I appreciate that. Ali Kusanagi with a 10 for Psylocke. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. Keep in mind, the bans are active. The bans are active. If a waifu doesn't at least get $10, she's banned for life, boys. Crash Collins with a 5 for Psylocke over on Rumble. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. Let's go, boys. We got a mutant battle happening before our eyes. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Whichever way. Whichever way. Let's make it happen. It's been a while since we had Mystique, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Sonia says, Mystique is amazing.
Mystique.
That's insane. You should be ashamed of yourself, BioT-Woke. Thank you for the 10, though. I appreciate it. You should be ashamed.
Psylocke, Olivia Munn Psylocke.
Oh, Olivia Munn Psylocke.
Mystique,
Let's
she
go.
can look any way you want.
Yo, that's true. Don't forget
Miss
that.
Meat versus my cock.
What the fuck is that? No. No.
Hashtag Psylocke,
that's so
ya
true.
Habibi.
Thank you, Alucard, for the 2. Appreciate that. And then, what? Mashar with a 10 says, Psylocke, ya Habibi.
Mystique morphed into Mariah Frere and go to town. Hashtag
I see your
Mystique,
fantasies.
blue-skinned beauty.
I see your fantasies. Thank you, Mr. Vegeta, with the 2. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Beautiful Zexel dropping a 10 for Psylocke. Boys, last round. Last round. This is going all over the place. At first, it was Psylocke only. Now we got some Mystique votes. It's all over the place right now. Where is it going? I don't even know. I don't even know, boys. Another one.
More low-hangers in your battle. I respect your consistency with having nearly slashed the battles. It's very rainbow power of you. Disgusting.
Oh my god. GDR, thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We'll put the ears on after this, boys. We got to finish out this battle, man. Deadariah with a 5 says Psylocke. You guys can have her. I'm taking Gambit and Wolverine and Sean Cassidy.
Rebecca
yes, I'm greedy.
Ogen and Olivia Munn.
Bro, Deadariah, you want 3 dudes? That's crazy, bro. Somebody needs to stop him. Alucard with the 2. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. This is a really good question.
Mystique, she perks up my cock.
This is a really good question. If you're making out with Mystique and she turns into a man, does that make you gay? I don't know. ACC with NOK20. Thank you, sir. For Mystique, I appreciate it. Thank you. There's a lot of questions, man. It's a lot of questions. All this Mystique hate is wild. I don't know, man. People are voting for Mystique. Some of them, anyway. It's got to be close, right? It's like fairly close. I don't know. I saw votes for everybody.
Yes.
Damn, you super chatted just to say that, yes, it makes you gay? That's pretty definitive.
Yes.
Bro, you did the same thing too? What the fuck? What's with these $2 yes super chats? Guys, final countdown. Final.
Psylocke.
Another vote for Psylocke. Let's go. Final countdown. Black Tailgate. Thank you for the 2. 5, 4. Last one on my screen is the one that counts. 3, 2, 1, go. Final countdown. It's a close one, I think. Oh, Sonya with the chair shot.
No.
Sonya dropped a $25 banger for Mystique. Chair shot, let's go. Toxic with a 189 says no. Dead Ice Lock with a 5 for Psylocke on Rumble. Waiting for lag, 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 waiting. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last super chat is going to count. Is Dead Eyes Lock with the 5 for Psylocke over on Rumble, and Sonya dropping a $25 banger for Mystique. Because why wouldn't it be? That makes a lot of sense. I don't know what GDR was doing. Voting for Freerin. I have no idea. Boys, we're going to figure out who won in the meantime. You already know. Shout out to you guys helping us get there again. Boys, this is insane. We're at 696 tier 1s in a row.
I loved making
Tonight.
sand castles with my grandpa, till my mother took his urn from me.
Yo, that is dark, bro. That's so dark. What the fuck? What the fuck? Alucard, thanks for the 5. I appreciate it. Wow. Boys, we're at tier 1 696 times in a row. We're at tier 2 371 times in a row. Guys, we are 29 away from 400 tier 2s in a row. And we're 4 away from 700 tier 1s in a row. We're about to bro, that's got to be a record, man. I don't know where it's a record, but it's got to be a record somewhere. Holy shit, man. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate it very, very much. We're going to wait for T-Jab to drop the numbers right now. And then we're going to rate ourselves over on Griffcast tonight. Because, again, we're going to be playing co-op with Leon and Lords of the Fallen. It's going to be a good time. Here, I'll put it in the chat again one more time so that you guys have it, both on YouTube and on Rumble. There you go. Make it happen. And come hang out with us. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. It's always fun. It's always fun because crazy shit always happens. By the way, I talked to Wizard. It looks like me and Wizard are going to be playing through Gears of War 5 soon. That's going to be the next game. So we'll be playing Gears of War 5 campaign. That should be fun. We'll see how that goes. Getting ready for Gears of War E-Day, I suppose. But that should be fun. T-Jap, if the numbers are taking a while, that means this might be closer than I realize. I'm curious how this is going to go. I don't know. We'll see. Signal says, I really got to sleep. Sorry. Don't say sorry. Thank you for hanging out with the time that you did. I appreciate it. Make sure you like the stream on the way out. Like the stream on the way out, boys. Let's make it happen. Like the stream on the way out. And guys, again, thank you for supporting the videos. Please make sure you continue to support the videos. Our PlayStation video is currently at 115,000 views. It's crazy, man. Keep supporting the videos to the best of your ability. Does Mystique have an evil twin? If she did, wouldn't she be able to just transform into the evil twin? Would you have to transform into the evil twin if you're a twin? You would look the same. We have so many questions. You're at coping? How am I coping? No feeding the ducks no more? No, that's a StreamYard song. I could try to get something else in the meantime, if you want. But I don't have another song, so you just all you have is my voice. That's it. I know it's terrible. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. I know. It's okay, though. Man, T-Jab's taking a while. This must be really close. Either that or he fell asleep. I'm not sure. Either or. We'll see. Mystique could turn into Psylocke. Technically. So if Psylocke wins, does it mean that Mystique technically won because we don't know if it's actually Psylocke? What if it's Mystique going against Psylocke? I mean, what if it's Mystique pretending to be Psylocke? You know? How would that go? All right, the numbers are in, boys. We got Mystique at $51.03 versus Psylocke at it was close. $46.66. It was actually close. Holy shit. Sonya made it happen. With her chair shot, her $25 chair shot. Sonya made it happen, boys. The winner of today's waifu battle is none other than Mystique. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Nice one. That was really close. That was really close. Let's do it one more time, boys. One more time. Let's go. Coming in clutch. Sweetie Squad says shameful. There's definitely people coping today, for sure.
Coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's it, boys. For the waifu battle, thank you guys so much for supporting that particular battle between Mystique and Psylocke. That was awesome. Very close. I like it. It was awesome. All right, boys. Guys, thank you so much for supporting the stream. I appreciate it. I really hope all of you had a great time tonight, as always. That's the goal. And thank you guys so much for all the support, donations, likes, comments, everything. I appreciate it. Please make sure to support the videos to the best of your ability when they go live. Click them, like them, comment on it, something simple. Give it a long view duration. Let it play in the background. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. I appreciate whatever you can do. Thank you guys, because it's been really helping quite a bit. Quite a bit. Even though I'm still technically in YouTube jail for the rest of the month, but we managed to break out a little bit, so that counts for something, boys. Oh, and we managed to surpass, because again, I haven't been uploading dedicated videos. I haven't done it for a long time. And when you don't do dedicated videos, your channel really doesn't grow that much. So we were stuck at 109,400. But after the last couple of videos, we are officially at 110,100. So thank you guys. We passed 110,000 subs. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's all I can really say. All right, guys, let's go raid over to Hypnotic Gaming Live. We're going to go live with Leon in about 45 minutes to play some Lords of the Fallen. So if you want to see two retards going out there and falling through the world and stuff, literally, come hang out with us tonight. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. Appreciate you as well. And I will see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, you guys already know, man. Go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in Maker Jack. Suck it, Indiana Jones. Put a ticket in Maker Jack. Suck it, Indiana. Put a ticket in Maker Jack. It means put a chicken in a Tweety and make her fucking Jack.
bring light. I bring light. I bring light. I bring light. I bring light. That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.